We are live. We are live.
It's going like.
Can you blow my mind? I got a question for you, baby. Don't you see my eyes? It's gonna pull up on me, baby. Can you blow my mind?
Okay, girl, if you want that from me, baby. Okay, girl, you can get it for free, baby. Anytime, cause it's just you and me, baby. Yeah, every time I'm trying to get close to you. Yeah, 2 shots in, but I'm trying to get a dose of you. Body so T, I'm trying to get a hold of you. Yeah, do everything I'm supposed to do. Baby, is you trying to get alive with me? Take a couple shots and vibe with me. Maybe we can even catch a wine, baby. Only if you wanna make time for me. So you in the corner looking eyes with me. That's when I knew you was mine, baby. That's when I knew what you like, baby.
Can you blow my mind? I got a question for you, baby.
That's like, that kind of reminds me of Cisco.
Don't you see my
What was the exact song?
eyes? It's gonna pull up on me, baby. Can you blow my mind?
Okay, girl, if you want that from me, baby. Okay, girl, you can get it for free, baby. Anytime, cause it's just you and me, baby.
Come and teach me, babe, how to love on you.
Keep doing that shit like, Do you know what I wanna do to you?
Come and show me, baby.
That right there is brand new Kunle, Rhode Island artist right there. Rhode Island to the world, Columbus Podcast. Welcome to the live stream, episode 185. Cap,
That was dope.
appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us. I'm Victor Baez. Round of applause for yourselves, especially the Cap crew, everybody that's joining us via the live stream right now. Very much appreciated. Thank you guys for joining us for another week, another episode, another show. We are here to entertain, inform you guys, all the above. We got co-host extraordinaire Noel in the building right here, my brother. We got, speaking of brothers, our brother, Eric's brother, YI's brother, Edwin is in the building.
It
you know
is
what I'm
I.
saying? Round of applause for Edwin coming back. You know what I'm saying? Stopping by. Oh, you gave him a fake round of applause.
Yo,
Oh,
you
we cut it out.
gotta fight back, bro.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what you did to this
I'm
nigga.
a ppacifist.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
I'm playing,
Today you might have to pass a fist. Who was
Who
Who was that? Who's that? Yeah, right there.
And
Roblox in the building, bitch. And Rebels, bitch.
yeah, you gonna have to throw the mic at this.
I don't know
nigga.
what's going on with my loon.
Nah, it's niggas on your ass, bro. Like,
Yo, come on.
I want to
relax.
fight for you.
Relax. Y'all making it seem like this isn't me and him all the time.
Not hear it. But
That's
swing,
me and him all the
nigga.
And we got
you know.
co-host and producer extraordinaire Marloon.
Yeah,
in
I don't
the
know. I'm in a
building.
good mood today, guys. I'm over here, just talking shit.
You know
It is
what
what
I'm
it
saying?
is. Yeah,
Maybe 'cause
niggas
you-
chilling.
Had some sex last night.
That's not what it
You
was,
know what I'm
but
saying? But it could be. It
Nah.
could be. Usually it is for, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saving myself for when I get married.
I
Oh,
respect
shit.
that too. I
Put
respect
the mic
that
on
too.
me.
That's what Shannon Sharpe did. It's like the Debbie Downer from SNL. Would she just be making that face?
Am I a bully? 100%.
Man, so much to talk about. I'm tweeting the link right now for everyone to make sure to join. Let me make sure it went live.
Marloon versus one gorilla is
I'll
crazy.
body that gorilla.
Also,
My God.
Euphoria. Thank you for the $4.99 off the
Yes,
jump.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you very much. Yeah, today we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about the 100 men versus one gorilla debate that's going viral on Twitter. One tweet that sparked a conversation that now has Mr. Beast teasing him trying to do a video like that, but I doubt he's gonna do it because that's insane.
No, that's too. No, you can't do that.
Trippie Red and another now Ken Carson, multiple SoundCloud era / rage rappers are calling out Kanye West because Kanye West says that he created rage rap. Trippie Red made a whole video calling Kanye West out, saying that it was not him, it was him and others. Right, XXX, rest in peace. Kendrick Lamar gets an apology. Right, we're gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar receiving an apology from Dodie Six, right, the LA rapper who crashed out so much he literally crashed his freaking car. But thank God he's all right. He apologized to Kendrick. We're gonna talk about that apology today. Shedeur Sanders, like May says, the Shedeur, and one of the biggest stories in sports this year, him being drafted so late in the NFL draft, and talking about why that might have happened, why that shouldn't have happened, etc. Shannon Sharpe case updates. We spoke about it last week as it was breaking, but now we have so many updates on this situation that it's insane. It's going to be a fun topic. But at the same time, there's some seriousness to it, but we got to have some fun as well because, Shannon Sharpe, middle name might be Super Freak. I'm pretty sure the guy is... I thought he was laying some pipe, but he might have been laying down more than just pipe. We're going to talk about it all here. Also, serial killer updates, Rhode Island news updates, all the above. But for starters, let's do sponsors. You got those ready to go, Marv?
Which one you want?
Let's do Freshman. Shout out to the Freshman Barbershop, one of our sponsors for the podcast this month, the Freshman Barbershop. That's right. Shout out to Manny Fresh in Johnston, Rhode Island, 1500 Atwood. Tell them that Club Ambition sent you. If you guys are looking for a lineup, a haircut, your son, even your daughter, because young girls,
they get lineups.
They get lineups. They get haircuts.
Yeah.
When they're so young. Anything that you need when it comes to barbershop services, stop by the Freshman Barbershop, 1500 Atwood Avenue in Rhode Island. You don't even have to be in Rhode Island. You could be in New England in general, especially Connecticut, because now Connecticut wants to claim New England. After the serial killer rumors, they want to be, we're New England too, remember? Oh, now you want to be New England, Connecticut? So stop by the Rhode Island barbershops if you're looking for one. Manny Fresh at the Freshman Barbershop. Amazing people over there. Shout out to the Freshman Barbershop, one of our sponsors this month. Tell them that Club Ambition sent you. Also, let's talk about Cypress Hill. The Cypress Hill Show. Reminder that the Cypress Hill Show, that is a show happening at PPAC, the Providence Performing Arts Center here in Rhode Island, happening May 14th. That's right. Happening May 14th. This month, basically, because we can basically claim today as May, because May, by the time a lot of people are going to hear this in a couple of days, is basically May. But May 14th, make sure to check out the Cypress Hill legendary rap group. They're performing with the Rhode Island Philharmonic Orchestra. A very amazing show. Last year, remember, the Philharmonic Orchestra in Rhode Island performed with Nas, but this year they're performing with Cypress Hill. Stop by that. Shout out to Be Real. We might be able to interview them. We're in contact to try to have them stop by the podcast. The legendary rap group, even if it's just Be Real. We'll see if we make that happen. Regardless, definitely want to go there. I know you like your classical music, Edwin, so we're going to have to... I feel like you've seen the Philharmonic live with... I think I went with Eric and shit in the Roger Williams Park to do the free show. Yeah. So make sure to check that out. Tickets available. The link's going to be in the description after the live stream, and also visit, in general, the PPAC Performing Arts, Providence Performing Arts Center. On Instagram, they have all the details. And last but not least, our new sponsor for the month, Liberty Lumber. Shout out to my guy Justin at Liberty Lumber. Liberty Lumber. Are you in New England, in the whole area of New England, looking for some good woodwork? Shout out to our new sponsor this month, Liberty Lumber Products. Some of the finest woodwork pieces in Rhode Island that you have ever seen. This company was established in 2023. 2 years open, but has been now known as Rhode Island's haven for handcrafted furniture and amazing designs. They're a passionate team of artisans, right? Artisans are those people that, create that fine wood over there at Liberty Lumber. You know what I'm saying? These people are literally artists. They transform people's visions into stunning functional pieces that become treasured parts of their actual houses and homes and businesses and establishments and studio spaces. We might get a piece from them soon in here. We're talking. We might make it happen, Justin. They have small things as well, coasters, ashtrays, all custom charcuterie boards, anything you need. And also bigger things as well, such as cutting boards, furniture, slabs of wood for decor, decoration. For more details, go visit libertylumberproducts.com right now, their website. Also, stop by their YouTube channel, the Liberty Lumber Products YouTube channel. They have a good amount of products that they're pumping on there and content. Shout out to Liberty Lumber. They're doing a great job of marketing. They have a location here in Coventry, Rhode Island. Stop by today. If you're in New England in general, you're looking for some good woodwork, you're looking for that good wood, stop by 303 South Main Street in Coventry, Rhode Island. Liberty Lumber Products. You dream it, they build it.
Like it.
There we have it. That's the sponsors for the podcast. Let's get to it right away. Listen, let's keep it kind of chronological. The Shannon Sharpe case. Last week we spoke about the Shannon Sharpe situation, right? I went viral a couple months ago because I called Matt Barnes the horniest man in America. Matt Barnes got mad at me in the comments. I'm taking it back. I'm sorry, Matt Barnes. I apologize. Shannon Sharpe might be the horniest man in America. I'm putting the place on another sports figure. It's not Matt Barnes anymore. It's Shannon Sharpe, right? Because last week we heard the breaking news, $50 million lawsuit, right, against Shannon Sharpe. A week after his $100 million podcast deal negotiation was thrown out there. Now he's also saying, hey, I'm not just innocent. There's a possible X tape coming soon that I'm hearing is only 30 seconds long. And he said, Tony Busby, drop the whole tape. Drop the whole tape of me banging this girl. Drop the whole tape because you're only going to drop a 30-second doctored one. All right? That's going to make me look crazy.
Yes,
Why would it make him look crazy? Listen to this. Because the girl, her name is Gabby Zuniga.
And he's fucking her in the ass.
Might have been, right? Might have been. We don't know. And obviously, he's doing it with consent, according to him.
I hope so.
Listen, he could do whatever he wants.
Bro, he's paying $25K per cheek.
Allegedly,
No, that's
right?
when he stopped talking to her.
That's when he stopped talking about her.
Sheesh,
it's
there's
not-
mad info out now.
Her name's Carly, by the way. Her OF name. We can't say the full thing. OF. You know, shout out to the creators over there on OF. Carly with a K. She's currently suing him. That's the girl that's currently suing him. Her Instagram's public now. People can see her page. She has almost, I think, 500,000 followers, like 500,000 followers. And this allegedly started when she was of the age of 19. Right now, I think she's currently 22, turning 23. Shannon Sharpe technically was 52, 53. Now he's 56. You know what I'm saying? And he offered her $10 million basically to keep hush. Right? And she didn't take the $10 million. Now she's suing him for $50 million.
She's making more money off the promo.
Why did he want her to keep hush? Not because, according to him, not because he did anything illegal, but because they met up about 100 times from 2022 to 2025 for rough sex, right? Because this was a consensual BDSM arrangement that was just purely consensual for rough sex, and that he would choke her, use collars, role play, and text each other and call each other. And she specifically sent him a text one time saying, I want you to tie me up and abuse me, daddy. Because this was what this girl specialized in, right?
Special. That's
And
my
now,
specialty.
fast forwarding, Shannon Sharpe released a statement himself, a text, saying that he's leaving ESPN temporarily because of optics, right? He's saying that his relationship was 100% consensual, but he's electing to step aside temporarily from ESPN, and he will be devoting his time to his family and responding and dealing with the false allegations, and he plans to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason, right? Which would be, what, like 2 months or so?
So it's September.
September? Oh, okay. So like when school vacation comes back? So when the kids go back to school, Shannon Sharpe again is gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm gonna hop back on. I sincerely appreciate and
He's on
the
summer
overwhelming
break with the girls.
Yeah, I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from his family, friends, and colleagues, says Shannon Sharpe. And on top of that, there's been a new old case revealed online. Shannon Sharpe was accused of choking a female production assistant at FS1,
God.
Fox Sports,
Choking that
allegedly, before Sharpe's time at ESPN, when he was a co-host on Undisputed with, why am I forgetting his name? The legend, the white guy.
Damn.
Fuck.
Skip
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, Skip.
Shout out to Skip. Skippity Skip. The worst sneaker selection of all time. He was accused of choking a female production assistant in the workplace at Undisputed. Two sources with knowledge of the incident told Front Office Sports that Sharpe and Fox settled with the accuser for several $100,000s. And there was no lawsuit filed against Shannon Sharpe because of this incident. So now, is the industry trying to take down Shannon Sharpe because of a $100 million lawsuit and a $100 million deal, record deal, $100 million deal contract negotiation, powerful man, you know, biggest sports podcaster, basically, even though his podcast is not even sports because he won, I think, the Complex Hip Hop Media Award.
Oh, wow.
He's not really even hip hop media, but I guess because he's black, they want to call him hip hop media. He does interview hip hop artists, but at this rate, the guy interviews everybody.
There's just another word for black.
Yeah, they're trying to. It's like when they say urban.
Yeah, it's just
Urban.
another-
You guys are urban.
Just call me a fucking nigger.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
racism. It's
damn,
racism.
damn.
Or underlying racism.
But he's calling it a shake up. But at the same
shakedown.
time, a
Shakedown.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was probably shaking up the girl. But
I don't know.
isn't it crazy?
It's crazy. But
It's
like that
insane.
nigga's on the phone saying, "I'll choke you in public." No, Shannon, you can't do that.
But that's the role playing shit.
I hope so.
That's
He can't be that
wild,
crazy,
bro.
no. You
Nah,
think he was
that's
crazy enough
wild.
to really just do that for not role play? First of all, 50 anything. 50, once you're 50. At that point, I think it's no 19-year-old. Like, my thing is like when you look at the girl, right, she's beautiful.
She's fucking mid.
But I think she's beautiful. I
No,
think she's
she's not.
attractive. I don't think she's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not saying she's stunning. I think she's a beautiful young girl.
Nah, I think she
but
is.
I don't think it's like,
She is
to me, she
lukewarm
looks,
milk.
I think she looks,
Lukewarm milk.
bro, I think she
She's
looks young.
lukewarm milk.
That's
I need to
crazy.
see her. Real quick.
Mid, bro.
Oh, it's research purposes. You could look more. It was research
Stale
purposes.
powdered
That's what I'm
donut.
saying.
Nigga, I wouldn't risk the job I have right now for this milk.
Yeah, that's an average powdered donut.
yeah, bro.
That's
show
Dunkin'.
people, show
That's
people.
Dunkin'. That ain't
Yeah,
no
bro.
That ain't no 401 donut, whatever it's called.
That's them cheap little white donuts. What
A
are them shits
white
called?
donut?
bro, yeah.
Oh my
I know exactly what you're
Lord.
talking about. That come in the bag.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You buy
yeah.
at Family Dollar.
Yeah, after you eat like 2 or 3, you're like
It's
parched,
done,
bro.
bro.
You need,
Yo,
you need
mad dry.
water.
Mouth
Not
is
even
dry
premium.
as fuck, nigga.
Not even premium.
Nigga, at all,
He made-
bro.
look,
Like
he
the
made-
paint or like premium.
That's Nesquik milk.
He made it
That's
seem like
Nesquik
People in
milk,
the comments
nigga.
going crazy.
Nah,
that shit tastes artificial.
nah.
Listen,
let me
no, stop.
let
We
me
gotta stop, guys.
No.
Let me
She's
see
an
that.
attractive young girl.
They
No,
were
she's
talking.
not.
God
They were,
bless, yeah,
that-
for-
she's not
but-
ugly. She's not ugly.
But for a
They were talking
millionaire-
about.
You
They
Gay,
were
no,
talking.
it's okay.
Bro,
Because we don't judge.
no,
That's an
nah.
attractive girl.
No,
If you're
no,
22,
she's mid.
maybe.
She's mid.
She's
Or if you're
not. She's not
19 like
ugly.
her.
But they were talking about the ass. Let me see the ass.
Oh, no, we can't show
No,
that.
the ass is
I-
mid
I
too.
put
Damn,
the- I
the
put-
ass
I
is
put
mid
the-
too.
everything.
It's
I put
the
the-
angles.
show the
It's
other one.
angles.
Show
Show
the
the
balls.
other
Show the toes.
Show the
Yo.
other one. I
Yo,
check out the
alright.
camera.
Them cheeks are not
Get out the
even-
room.
They're not-
Pass
they're
me
not
the
good.
lotion.
They're
What
not
else you
good.
want?
They're not
Damn.
good.
Nigga about to dip his dick in your Vaseline.
Show me.
Where that Vaseline
Yo.
at? Where that Vaseline at? Go through
Lock
that
the
shit.
door. Get the fuck out. Damn, nigga. Give us some time.
Yo, this nigga is crazy.
Nah, Shannon.
Nigga, she got no breasts, no ass.
Shannon's really surprised me because I thought he was a professional, man.
This
and-
is
I thought he was a real
Yeah, he's a
gooner.
professional fucker.
Nah,
That's what he
no,
is
no,
doing.
stop.
He's paying
stop.
bitches to do this
Stop.
shit.
Yo, you not go fuck
Yo.
bitches in the ass rough and fuck some mid.
Nigga,
That's
she
the-
looks like a kid.
Nah, she's not
man.
mid. She's
Yes,
not
she
mid.
is.
Nah.
No.
Like
I think she's attractive, but my thing is that
think
she
she's
looks too
attractive.
young.
No,
Yeah, she
no.
looks
When a
too
girl
young.
looks young, you could be 50. The girl could be 55. But if she's looking
Vic,
like
No, that's different.
19, 20 is
That's
like,
different.
if you got to question it, I'm out of there.
no.
That's weird.
She could pass for like 17.
They
to be
said
honest.
Unk inflating the market.
Yeah, thank you. Nigga, I've seen like 30 bitches like that in SNL, bro. What are we
Thing is
talking about?
this, the service she provides.
No.
Not every girl's gonna let you choke her.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it.
Stop it.
No, we gotta be
Stop
honest.
supporting
You can
OnlyFans.
smack
I'm
her
not-
around.
I'm
What
not-
bitch gonna let you smack her around? That's what she
There's
is.
people that like this stuff.
Yeah, this bitch is a punching bag.
You guys ever hear the rumors? There's like
fuck
there's
we
girls,
talking about?
there's girls that be like you see a lot of girls in Dubai. It's like, what's going on with these girls
They
in
get
Dubai?
shitted on.
Oh, they're getting flown out to Dubai to taking a shit on top of the
Yeah,
chest.
that's it. And get peed on.
Because like that's what the Dubai prince is like, or allegedly.
That's
like,
all she is, bro.
It's like what is going on?
Bro, the value comes from the fact that you know what he gets to do? He gets to walk in and smack the shit out of her. That's where the value comes from, bro.
But it's like he could have killed her because it's like that dude is big and yeah, chiquita, bro. Like,
They said he was fucking her in the ass in that video and choking her out.
Oh my
That's what the rumors were.
God. Imagine accidentally like killing her like while fucking that bitch. Like
I think she's a beautiful girl.
No,
I think
bro.
it's I think she's a beautiful girl. No,
She, bro, for
That's a little
for
ass
she has
Shannon
sex
girl.
Sharpe,
appeal. No. She has general sex appeal.
bro, it's the average looking woman.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
no, God
No,
bless,
this
but
is
it's
an
like
incredibly average woman.
I'm just like I said, I'm just in shock. I thought Shannon was more like mature than that.
Someone says she's very precious to me.
It's,
She's
it's-
very precious to me.
it's like one thing is like a shakedown is like people trying to get your money, but the other thing is like you're doing that's not right. Like
Yeah, no.
That's like I can't even get it with a 19-year-old. Imagine a 54. Like
Oh, nah,
why
yeah.
is your mental like that? You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I can't have a conversation with a bitch that's in her like early 20s, like
Bro,
20,
these
21.
these are money plays, bro.
But my thing is this, right? So this happened.
That bitch look like she likes Hello Kitty.
I think that
You fucking a bitch in a Hello Kitty face.
watch. Hey Siri, how old is Shannon Sharpe's daughter? Hey Siri. Okay. Shannon Sharpe has 3 kids. Wow, I didn't even know he had that many kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he has a daughter.
It's a
Wow,
terrible
see,
look.
Shannon Sharpe has 3 daughters. Wow, he has 3 daughters. Right. This is the craziest part about this, which is like it's odd,
Now you gotta ask him, will you be okay with your daughter's fucking a 56-year-old?
bro. Not even that. So the girl's named Carly with a K. Shannon Sharpe has 3 daughters, right? Kayla, Kaylee, and Kiari, all with a K as well.
KKK.
KKKKK.
Wow.
Right.
It's good.
Kayla is 31 years old, and Kaylee and Kiari are twins. He has twin daughters that are 24 years old.
Oh wow.
Basically the same age of the girl that he was sleeping with.
No. That's not the same age. That's 5 years.
No, because the girl's 22 now, turning 23.
How is
and
his
if
daughter?
he has twin daughters
Still
that are
young.
24, it's the same age group.
Oh
They
no,
go
it
to
is the same age
same
group.
places.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Same places and shit.
The girl you're throttling was born the
my
same year your
God.
daughters were born. You sick ass nigga.
I think he's too old. He's too old for this.
This
No,
nigga-
way too
Yo,
old.
yo, you Shannon Sharpe. When you be at like the crib with your daughters, you be looking at their friends.
Yeah, probably.
You
man.
sick nigga. Nah, that's some sick old nigga shit. Cause old niggas be horny. Old niggas be horny. Well, I grew around old niggas that are horny. The thing is, this is an old nigga with money, so they gonna ride that old dick.
And you know what it is? Like, guys like Neo, like, he looks normal in front of Neo because it's like, Neo's over here with, what is it, Neo, right? 3 wives?
Yeah, no,
It's
5,
like
4 girls.
It's like people are just doing wild shit these days. And I guess he's looked at Neo and was like, oh, he's doing that. I could just be with this. Like, you know, they start comparing themselves. It's
Remember,
like,
Nigga, but Neo's girlfriends are of age,
no, yeah,
like his age.
exactly. No, it's
Bill
19
Belichick.
is,
Bill Belichick. We gotta talk about Bill Belichick then. Call Bill
Oh
Belichick.
no, yeah.
Because Bill Belichick's in his 70s and he has a 24-year-old daughter. No, I think he has a daughter that might be older than her, but he has a 24-year-old
But at this
Girl,
point,
that's
at
just
this point, you
disgusting.
gotta question him or her though.
I question them both.
But then people say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Stop it, Vic.
And love is in the eye of the
but
beholder.
look at her eyes. Look
She's
at her
sucking
eyes.
Wrigley dick. Yo, she's sucking the shit out of this old ass nigga's dick. This nigga needs to pump his dick and take mad Viagra
Yeah,
just to get
look
it
at her
up.
eyes. I can't trust a girl like that.
Bro, look, yeah, nigga, she looks soulless, nigga.
She doesn't look 24 there.
She's not with him, but she's with him. You get what I mean?
exactly.
Like-
Like she left herself at home so she could tolerate making out with this fucking nigga.
But
Look at this nigga.
But if you're Bill Belichick,
That nigga got no lips, bro.
77,
That guy's crazy.
Nigga, his lips
a
are
legend,
leaving, bro.
right? Probably the best coach in the history of maybe sports, right?
That nigga has no character, bro.
Yeah.
Like one of the most like known personalities as far as having no personality, like
Exactly.
being an asshole, like that. And people like he's a legend. And you get the opportunity to be with this younger lady. I don't know.
No, bro.
You might take it, bro.
No, I wouldn't.
You might take it.
We need to start bringing back marrying people and being in a relationship with children.
But that's the thing. When you're single in your 70s, are you gonna be out looking for other girls in your 70s too?
You don't find them bitches attractive?
You might not. You might be like, damn, bitch, you too wrinkly. I'm wrinkly
you
too,
into-
but we
you
can't be
into-
wrinkly
you
together.
into 70-year-olds?
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking 26.
If
bro.
I
I'm
had
trying to
that,
play devil's advocate. Like, how these
no,
niggas
if
think?
I
I
had,
beat my shit
if
to
I was
granny
his age
porn.
with that money, I wouldn't. Maybe like 40 youngest, like around that, bro. But it's like 24.
Because it's
Bro,
like,
24.
Bro, that motherfucker's watching his bitch get thrashed. That is a cuck. I refuse to believe that Bill Belichick is throwing dick around.
No,
Bill Belichick is
he probably
tossing
orders
dick
her
around.
around when he gets horny and shit. Like, hey, come here, come
I
here.
don't know, bro.
Come here.
Nah,
He looks like
Vic.
he's laying that pipe, bro.
No, that nigga ain't laying nothing but dust.
Nah.
That nigga's old.
They look
bro.
happy there. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's a different picture right there.
Yo, I got mad photos of
Looks
my
like
parents.
his daughter though. It
I
could be
got-
her daughter.
I
That's nasty.
I've seen mad BMs out here looking happy with the BDs they hate. Stop it, bro.
But then the thing is this. So Bill Belichick, a serious relationship. Shannon Sharpe,
not
it's
serious relationship.
you know, exchange of service. Exchange of service. I don't know. My thing is this.
She's
It
gonna
ha-
be
it's-
mad as fuck when he dies, and she's not in that will, bro. I'll
She's
tell you
not
that
gonna be
right
in
It's
now.
not illegal, but it's an embarrassing moment.
No, yeah.
And Shannon Sharpe, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. You gotta lead more by example, especially if you are as
He's
successful
smart.
as you
He's a
are.
smart dude,
You
too,
you
man,
come
but-
off very wise and shit. But at the same time, this is the downfall to like almost every successful man in the history of life. Vagina. Like it's always like men being too horny. Like wars started like in the freaking Roman empires and like all these centuries of wars. There's wars have been established because of women.
Nah, niggas in the chat talking crazy about me right now.
What they say?
happened?
This
Nigga
niggas look
goes,
bad?
bro, how does Noel cuddle with a girl? She doesn't have he doesn't have any hair to play with. Is she just polishing the head?
What the fuck? Why are they coming at
I'm
you?
gonna let you know something right
What
now,
the
nigga.
heck?
She be playing with my fucking dick. Eat me, nigga. Fuck you. What the fuck, nigga? Yo, niggas be on my ass about my. I still pull bitches.
Listen, but
I still pull bitches.
Men,
Eat me, nigga.
there's some women that don't like bald men,
That's fine.
and there's some women that love bald men,
And I've met them,
and there's nothing wrong with
and
that.
they're fucking eaters.
Show them your head real quick. The fuck?
And I haven't cleaned it up. It looks patchy.
Damn.
It's patchy. It's patchy. I can't be walking around with patches either. Like it can't be patchy.
At least you know when to do it and when not to do it.
Exactly. The fuck we talking about? But if my shit was shaved, nigga, clean, I'll be on this bitch looking right. You niggas talk crazy about me, nigga. You don't know me.
Don't let that shit get to you.
Nah, it ain't get to me, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Looking like a milk dud.
Yeah, nigga, bitches love this milk dud. Fuck you talking about? What is you talking about, bro? I don't gotta hit up a 19-year-old to get play, nigga.
Shannon Sharpe do better.
Dirty ass nigga. Now I ain't gonna be 50 fucking on no 19-year-old nigga. The fuck I look like hanging out on college campuses. Hey, do you know me? The fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? That's what this nigga was doing.
It's literally
wild.
like some like
Yeah.
dark like porn, like professor and young new freshman student.
Damn, nigga. Oh my
he
god.
threw up.
Oh my god. Cut Marloon's hair, yeah. Fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying? But we can't stay on shit.
Yo, I'm gonna let you know right now, nigga. You walk into my house, you 56, and you walking in with my daughter and she 21, I'm smacking the shit out your old ass, nigga. What are we
Yeah, that's
talking about?
weird. That's
Where the
another
fuck is your
weird part
father?
about it. It's like how can you build? But he doesn't want to build with the he doesn't want to build with the because he's just doing an exchange of services,
Yeah, he just
right?
wants to put in her butt.
Yeah, that we know as of right now.
But it's like, damn, you don't got no game, Shannon, bro. Like, you don't got no game, bro.
Because some of the chat just said it. You can't date 30 up.
Like, you got no game, or you think you're that busy? You just got to like hit
He's
her.
horny, bro.
That's
These
his
guys be
game,
too
bro.
horny.
That's his game.
Vic.
They're too horny. Why are you so horny?
But Vic, at 56, I'm fucking on some older bitches. They know what to do.
But these
They
guys'
understand the-
testosterone levels is different, though.
Nah, but
The-
they
these
That's a
understand.
Hall of
moms,
Famer.
man.
Yo, Vic.
And he's
Let me
still
stop.
buff. He still goes to the gym every day. He might be on them roids. He want to just fucking dick him. But he wants to dick him rough.
Nah.
And these older women might not be able to handle it. So he's like, oh, let me hire this BDSM 19-year-old girl.
Nah,
Older bitches are the
older
horniest bitches
girls,
out here, bro.
Yeah.
They want
That's what I
mad
hear.
dick.
That's what I hear.
They want mad dick.
But Shannon might be hearing otherwise.
No,
Like, I don't know what's going on.
That nigga's at the university. He's trying to get bitches. That's what
You
it is.
think
He's at the college games for a reason. That nigga's scouting the wrong people.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I wonder if Ocho Cinco, he had a convo with Ocho Cinco about that. They had to have a convo.
Also, at that
about
point, when you know she's a OnlyFans, like you know she's a OF model, you know she does a type of content. It's like Shannon, get the fuck out of there. At least at that point, go for like, what's the legends? Let's name some legends. Sarah.
Oh, you're talking about
Nigga, you
Where's
could
the
fuck.
legends?
You could fuck Halle Berry.
Not even that. I'm talking about in that world of like.
OF.
We can't say it on live stream.
Oh,
You talking about porn stars?
Yeah.
bro. I don't
Porn
fuck
stars.
Sarah J.
Sarah, go
Do it
to
for the
that.
culture.
She looks like a witch.
I don't give a fuck. You can get Lisa Ann.
I need a nice face.
You could. I only know faces. I'll describe you what they look like. I don't know what their names are, but there's some good ones. There's some good ones.
Leela Starr.
It's another one.
All right, it's enough. It's enough. His pants getting aroused over there.
But he's Vic's not
He's
wrong.
shaking over there.
He said that shit got tight.
Vic's, like I want to know, son, what were the qualifications to become this girl in his story?
Oh my god! Let me
Like,
stop.
did he check out her content and she was already doing rough stuff?
I know, right?
Or did he hit her up and say, hey, let's do rough stuff? Was there other women that he approached?
He might be into like the whole. He obviously is into even race play, so he probably wanted it to be like a white girl too, the whitest girl alive.
You think he did like a talent show
Uh,
to decide
An audition?
an audition to see which one would be the freakiest of them all?
Listen,
I need to understand his process. Also, we've now found out he runs his social media. Because this nigga screenshotted the PR text message
I know, right?
that the PR team sent him and tweeted it.
No, I think he texted it to the PR team.
No.
Oh, they copied and pasted
They
it?
they texted it to him and said, copy and paste this. He screenshotted their text and
my
posted the text that they sent him. And people are on the comments like, bro, you're supposed to copy and paste this on the tweet. But here's the thing. You know what that tells me? He be in his own DMs.
Oh, yeah. That's how he gets all these girls.
His DMs must be crazy.
Oh, and to get even crazier, I forgot to mention this, but I forgot to write it down, but I'll mention it. To get even crazier, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there's also rumors of Shannon Sharpe beefing with Shaq, allegedly maybe over like a girl behind the scenes.
Oh wow!
Shaq's also someone that's been known to be partaking in the younger ladies while he's an older legend now, right? It's like a thing. Shaq's one of the horniest athletes of all time. It's a known thing. Matt Barnes was on an audio clip that leaked of Matt Barnes in a group chat telling people, yo, Shaq's looking for information on homeboy. Allegedly trying to take down Shannon.
Oh,
like trying to find dirt on Shannon. Like Shaq was like allegedly trying to pay people behind the scenes to find dirt on Shannon Sharpe, right? And there's an audio that's leaked of Matt Barnes. People are not covering it too much, but it literally sounds like Matt Barnes. You hear it's Matt Barnes. It sounds clear as day. And then Shaq and Shannon have had a known beef behind the scenes. It's a thing. Like, and Shannon's addressed it in interviews. He's like, if he doesn't want to talk, he doesn't want to talk. Like, they have a beef.
You think it started?
This shit might be over a girl.
Wow.
It might be over Carly, for all we know. Like, literally.
Nah, yeah, they got beef though.
They have a beef. This
It's very
is like a known
documented.
thing.
Yeah, it's very documented. And apparently this nigga Shaq looking for dirt. So, God bless.
Nasty.
God.
These guys are nasty.
I love that though.
Horny men.
I love drama.
Yeah.
I love watching niggas beef.
Is his career over? I think that
Probably.
as
don't
far
think
as
so.
like Disney, ESPN level, I think it might be done.
Yeah. He's
Aside from
gonna
that,
do his own thing.
He's gonna have to keep it independent, and he's probably gonna have to like become a man of God. He's gonna have to change his brand.
Why do you think he's done though? Like it actually comes out true that he abused her?
It's just
As far as the image,
yeah,
The
exactly.
image is cooked because of the videos.
he was known as like a sexual horny guy, like funny wise, but now it's too far. I feel like it's like
Yeah, she's
it risks
19.
brand brand partnership and stuff. Like,
I think he's just trying to prove the fact that he's not gay.
Yo,
no.
this
What?
nigga's hilarious. That's a rumor on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo, I'm gonna
They
let
just
you
said
know.
like
he
he
was
wears
gay.
tight clothes.
People thought he was gay.
Nah,
When
he be
that
walking
video
gay
when he
too,
walked,
saucy
like-
as fuck.
And then that
That video when he stepped out that car.
Yeah,
and,
that's the
like,
video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Shannon Sharpe, you one furry accusation away from being a sicko ass nigga. Bro, I'm telling you, this nigga might be a furry.
If he's into furry stuff, that's game over.
Yo,
What do you mean by that?
you know what furries are?
They dress up in like I guess like a furry outfit, uniform,
And they
Halloween
fucking
costume. It was like a cat, and then have sex with each other,
Yeah.
things like that.
They fuck
my
with the
God.
costumes on.
Yeah, man, it's a weird world out there, man. I don't.
my
it's a
God.
You
weird
never.
world.
They have conventions.
That's scary.
We can go together.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, you might be a furry yourself, brother. Don't
You might
don't
know,
try to
don't
play
judge.
too
Wait,
obvious.
you're talking about like people they dress up as dogs and shit?
Bro, they
Yeah,
dress
yeah.
up in costumes.
I've seen this. I saw this one
You've seen
clip
fairy porn.
on Instagram. Those mad people dressed up as dogs. I didn't understand that shit. That's fucking weird, bro.
Very weird, very weird. Speaking of beefs, we gotta talk about this beef right here. Play this clip.
Oh my god. No está acabando, bro.
Inventors of the rage sound. Man, the inventors of the rage sound is me, X, Cardi, and Uzi.
Ski mask.
We paved the
You're
way.
not saying ski
We
mask.
popularized it. I'm not gonna let you old ass niggas say you invented something that you ain't invent. Niggas need to take their pills, man. These niggas be psychotic, like out of their fucking mind. Like, your old ass ain't invent shit. That's exactly why I ain't pull up on his old ass, because he always just want to put a nigga beneath him and shit. You ain't really for the black people. You ain't really for your people, nigga. You be using niggas. And you lost right now. Man, the inventors of the
first,
rage
So,
is
for
me.
context, real quick, before you go, Edwin.
Alright.
For context, real quick, for those who don't know, so what happened was Kanye West hopped on a live stream. Was it a live stream?
He live streamed for like 7 minutes on Twitch before he got banned.
That's what it was. Okay. So Kanye West was on a live stream with like a black mask, blacked out, and he said multiple viral statements like always. Kanye West always has viral statements. One specifically was that he said that he invented rage. That he invented rage music, specifically with his album Yeezus and the song Blood on the Leaves. He said Blood on the Leaves gave birth to rage music.
He's right.
Trippie Redd has now responded saying that no, that Kanye West did not invent rage music, that it was him, Trippie Redd, XXXtentacion, Playboi Carti, and Lil Uzi that were the originators of this. Basically the SoundCloud era of rap that had this distorted sound. And now you got the Ken Carsons. Ken Carson
I get
DM
where they go.
Ken Carson DM Trippie Redd saying basically like, yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck what Kanye's talking about. Like, I agree with you. So Ken Carson now is co-signing this. It might become a whole fucking opium versus Kanye, because right now also Playboi Carti ain't fucking with Kanye. Allegedly threatening Kanye, saying that he's gonna bring a gun to a hotel to maybe fucking, do some shit to Kanye. So they're beefing already as well. I understand what he's trying to say with Yeezus, because you niggas remember what Yeezus was doing. But Blood on the Leaves doesn't sound to me like
Rage.
what people describe as rage rap right now. Because of the beat drop, dude, it would go back. That was more like EDM-ish kind of shit. Like, it sounded like house party, like when a DJ does like, or like even Lil Jon, turn down for what? When the beat would be like that, and then he drops it and he comes back. Now it's just pure, the whole song, bless you, the whole song is pure rage.
There is a song on that album that is pure rage. And it
Black
was very
Skinhead?
Thank you.
Black Skinhead?
Thank you. Shake my hand.
But-
Shake my fucking hand. And it was very popular. It was all over the place. This is why I hate that Kanye West is a fucking degenerate, because he's ruined his legacy. Bro, that sound became incredibly popular. It doesn't mean that he created it. It means he normalized it on like that level. I get that argument from him. He's right with that. Because remember, Vic, no one liked that album.
Yeah,
When
it
it
came out
first dropped. So if Ken Carson, all these niggas had dropped at that time, no one would have tolerated their music. They'd be like, this is weird. Then we start seeing it in Wolf of Wall Street. It was in part of the entire soundtrack. We start seeing it in the fucking media. So it's like, oh, it's actually a good song. That's introducing a population to a sound, and then it just evolves over time. Like, what are they talking about?
But I don't know.
They gave their own version of it, but it's not. I get what Kanye's saying. If he hadn't done it first, who knows if they would have succeeded with what they're doing right now?
I get what you mean, Noel. I feel like X and them, they brought it to a different level, though.
Yeah, of course.
What was that
I'm not taking that away
nigga,
from them.
Songs like Denzel Curry's Ultimate. I am the one that's on the sound. Nigga, fuck, that shit almost gave me a heart attack right now.
R.P. Roach with Denzel.
Fucking
Curry and
XXXtentacion.
Slump.
Look at me. Came here shit on my pants. Like that crazy, like that wild ass shit.
Slump, yeah.
And then obviously Ski Mask a Slump God. I understand what Trippie's trying to say.
No, I agree.
Because
Trippie too, yeah.
that was more like what, 2016, 2017?
Yeah.
Like 3 years after Yeezus. But I don't think that they were looking at Yeezus as the site of inspiration.
Rage.
They look at more at rock.
Exactly.
The rock and roll, because that's what they would always say to this day.
They were rock stars.
Destroyed Lonely the other day was walking on the street. A guy bumped into him. He's like, "What are you listening to?" He's like, "Oh shit."
Lil Uzi's in
and
that
he's like,
group too.
I'm listening to like Metallica, some shit, like some shit, like some rock song. Like they really think they're rock stars, and they are. There's like a new age of like hip hop rock stars.
I understand that, Vic. But my issue is this: you don't get Yeezus. If you don't have Yeezus, you don't get Travis. Travis was technically the first rock star rapper we saw on that stage.
Okay.
So this is my issue. I'm not saying that Trippie Redd and all these niggas sat down, heard Yeezus, and made a fucking song. What I'm saying is, Yeezus, it was the same way with 808 and Heartbeat. When you have a song that introduces a sound, and then the sound becomes normal, and now it's birthing another group of people, and then you're being motivated off of that, because to sit here and to say that Travis Scott didn't motivate these niggas, now they're lying. Playboy Cardi listened to Travis Scott and took from him. I promise you, Little Uzi heard Travis Scott. They heard Al Farrell and took from it.
We so high upper echelon.
You niggas,
Straight up.
You niggas not gonna take that from these niggas. I'm sorry that it turned out this way with Kanye and all these niggas, but no, Travis Scott birthed you niggas.
He might be right there.
And it was Yeezus that started it. So I'm not
good
taking that away from him,
Nah,
bro.
I'm not fighting it.
Bro, like I get what they did. They took it to another level. They did. X took it to a level I never heard before
their
in
own
my life.
sound, yeah.
Yeah, they became real rock stars. But to act like Yeezus was not the first step, that it's Travis, that it's them is a fucking lie. Like, bro, I watched it in real time.
Yeah, that's
a good
that's the
timeline.
path. That's the path. I would say. I'll say that's the path. I'll say that there's some of them that might be more talented than Travis Scott. Doesn't make them overall bigger. They haven't had a better career, etc. One of them passed away. Rest in peace. XXXtentacion. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that guy. This is like
He's their real dad too.
Would you say Chief Keef has some rage music? You think Finito's
I
rage?
feel like that's more drill.
that's
That's just drill.
Yeah,
It's not really rage,
let me
because
stop.
rage comes more in the sense of like that rock element.
yeah.
You know,
I understand you're trying to make your daddy part of the
I don't
conversation.
want to bring Keith. I
but-
know you're a glow gang.
Yeah.
Glow Glang.
Glow gang, glory boy.
Relax, though.
But it's a good debate to have. Because I'll tell you this much: Kanye West definitely has been extremely influential in a lot of things, but when you got artists out here like Trippie Red, Ken Carson, and people retweeting shit, and they're like, hold up, Kanye, we've let you say a lot of things, right? But this is where we draw the line.
No, yeah.
Right?
And they have the right to
You
say
said
that.
you talking about you gave head to your cousin last week. You were a Nazi for a month. Now you're not. Okay, whatever. We're gonna ignore you. Oh, but you trying to say that you created rage? Wait, we draw the line there. If they're feeling that way, maybe if Travis said it, they probably wouldn't react that way.
I don't think they would have.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could kind of see that correlation of the Travis Scott. I could see that.
And
I would give it more to Travis than to Kanye.
No, I'll definitely give it
And
more to
Travis produced like the majority of Yeezus, I believe.
Yeah.
But that's my point. It's like, if I didn't know the story of Travis Scott and how Kanye West discovered him, then I wouldn't put Kanye in this conversation. But I watched the influence. Like you said, he produced Yeezus.
Did he work? Did Travis work with any of these niggas ever? There's no
On features.
I think we did get a Travis and Trippie one time, right? I think so.
We got Travis and Uzi.
We got Travis and
I
Uzi.
don't think so.
Because they did Rari together. Like, bro.
Rari. Travis and X? No.
No, that never happened.
Travis and Ski Mask? No.
No.
But it's like a weird thing when you think about it. Like, why do it doesn't feel like Travis is like a part of their world or their group? Probably because he predates them, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of like their OG.
That's how I've always saw it. Because if you remember, it's because we always fuck up times. Travis comes out 2013.
We're getting old.
Yeah, 2014 Rodeo, I think it came out. But even before that, nigga, we were sophomores when days before the Rodeo came out.
Hey Siri, when did Yeezus come out?
2013, the same day as Born Sinner. They dropped on the same day.
2013, 2014.
Yeah, 13. It's 13.
2013.
The same day as Born Sinner. I remember J. Cole made an emphasis on that. So, bro, I'm not taking that away from Kanye. Sorry, he can fuck his cousin if he wanted to, but end of the day, it's there, bro. Like the tree is there. It's the same way how niggas is like, he created Drake's sound. He didn't directly create it, but the tree is present. Like you can see it. So eat dick. Sorry, buddies.
Shout out to Travis. Travis got to talk about this because this is a
Travis
interesting situation. I never thought about it from this angle, but Travis Scott. You know, speaking of these
They're saying
SoundCloud.
ASAP too.
Let's
ASAP's
not talk about ASAP Rocky this episode, guys. God bless. Shout out to Rocky.
ASAP's not.
Little Uzi Vert, unfortunately, there's no update, but last week he was reported hospitalized in New York after getting sick at a hotel. He was seen actually conscious and leaving the hotel in a wheelchair. He was kept overnight at this hospital. His girlfriend JT was by his side. His current condition was unclear, but there's reports of friends saying that he's okay, he's all right. Someone texted Kanye saying, hey, he's all right, he's okay. Might have been dehydration.
Someone texted Kanye. What was good?
Might have been drugs. We don't know what's going on. Prayers for Little Uzi, since we are talking about SoundCloud rappers and rage rappers, you know, because I will say this. Little Uzi right now has a lot of children. Little Uzi's sound is extremely influential, but it's insane when you think about it. Like, I guess he obviously came after Travis, you know.
Lil Uzi needs to go back to his sound is what he needs to do.
Travis should have signed all these niggas to Cactus Jack and shit early on. He should have, like, co-signed these niggas more. Like, why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get why he never really, like,
Because Travis
connected with that.
I'm gonna tell you why. It makes sense. Again, we fuck up timelines so much. Astroworld wasn't until he blew up for real.
On a, like, at a major.
On a major level where he can actually start signing people. That's what people forget. Before that, like, I don't even think Birds in the Trap sold that much. I can't remember. It did. It was not as popular as people remember. Rodeo wasn't that popular at first either. Like, it really was Astroworld, bro. That Drake feature, sorry, that was the hit.
The Sicko Mode shit took to a different level.
And then
the rollout for the album was just phenomenal.
And then you get the McDonald's sponsor after that. Like, there's a lot that happened for him after that. That's why people say he's never going to win a Grammy, because it should have been for Astroworld. Like, it happened later in his career. Once that happened, everyone was already up. I was like, what, 2019?
I mean, he's still young.
Out?
You can still do it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the music nowadays. I feel like it's getting worse.
He's a terrible fucking whatever you call label head, bro. He got Sofeo in a fucking closet.
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen with Sofego, and they're rolling out Cactus Jack Boys 2, the album. But the first single is Sheck West, and it's pretty mid.
Yeah, I'm tired of Sheck West.
That shit
Sheck
was
West
horrible.
song is like, I'm good off this.
Dog shit.
Yeah, so I hope that
Damn.
I hope they come back harder, because they have a lot of potential to do a better album than the first one, to be honest. Even though the first one was pretty good. Shout out to Pop Smoke, rest in peace. Another older rapper around that era, but extremely influential as well, Young Thug, right? Young Thug is back. Young Thug is back with a brand new song, brand new single featuring Future.
You like it?
I think that the song is good. I think the best part is Future.
Future's the best
Future
part.
does not miss when it comes to features. My God,
Yeah.
that guy is like, it's almost like you can invest money into him as a stock,
Future's the best
and you
part.
always fucking like get a return on
And
your investment.
I love the Otis.
Oh, the Otis video,
yeah.
paying
I love
homage
that,
to
yeah.
Kanye West and Jay-Z Watch the Throne Otis video, because they broke down a Urus the same way Kanye and Jay-Z broke down a Maybach, and they're driving around and the sparking of the flies, etc. Dynamic duo type of energy, right? I don't think it's a strong enough single to put a whole album behind it.
No.
But they're going to have to, because this album is allegedly coming next week, May 9th, which would make a 3-year anniversary from his arrest. So it would be a perfect day to drop it. The song, he says like a line about, people are saying it has to be obviously about Gunna. It has to be about Gunna, because he's saying people snitching for nothing and people expect me to be their friends. Gunna. So he's always talking about Gunna. And he also has a new interview with, I believe, was it Rolling Stone? Where he's wearing this mask. No, GQ, my bad. GQ, and he's wearing this mask, like almost like a Kanye influenced Yeezus type of mask. Crazy ass outfit, dope as fuck, giving superstar energy. And the rollouts here, the Young Thugs rollouts here.
Niggas sound like he been reading books in jail.
Have you guys heard? Did you hear the song? You hear the new song?
No, I haven't heard. I didn't know.
You didn't hear the new song this weekend? You heard it yet?
Future was the highlight.
Future was the highlight.
Better than Trim?
No, Trim is hard. Trim is crazy.
Also, someone said in the chat, Lil Wayne, Rebirth.
Oh, yeah, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne Rebirth. Yeah, it's always Lil Wayne. Everything goes back to the Lil Wayne. But you guys don't want to talk about it because, God bless. You know.
You Kendrick.
Yeah, you get the K-Bots always get mad. You know what I'm saying? But God bless. K-Bots get mad.
But there's got to be a hit in that Young Thug and Future album. There's got to be a hit in
Well,
there.
it's just Young Thug.
It's just a Young Thug album.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it was a duo.
No, the duo was the music video. So they promoted the
okay.
song as like a duo with
That
the
would be a
music
dope
video.
ass album with them two together.
They
man.
did though, but people reminded me in the comments they did the Super Slimy. I forgot they did Super Slimy 1.
That shit was meant to me.
That
But-
shit was not good.
But it
Damn, I
wasn't
remember
it
that
wasn't that
shit.
good, bro.
It was them
wasn't
two
that
together?
good to me. No, yeah. And that's where he had that song on there.
Was the red cover?
Everyone know I've been killed before.
That's my
I
shit.
whisper like God sent a fool.
That's my shit. I love Off of that album,
One of the
Yeah,
best
that's
Young Thug songs
true.
ever.
all I got is Killed Before and Mink Coat or some shit like that.
Damn, this isn't a good album.
But if they do part 2, that shit's bound to be great. It's got to be better. It's got to be better.
I've been bent like a centerfold.
I've been bent like a centerfold. Young Thug. Why didn't Young Thug drop the album sooner? Also, why didn't Young Thug drop a First Day Out? Like every rapper, when they come out of jail, they drop a First Day Out record by themselves, talking about their arrest, etc.
Yeah,
Or
I
like
never-
just coming out. Why not do that? I feel like he should have done that. Would have been way better. Would have been way more momentum. Seizing the moment of the momentum of the energy of everything that's happening. Now it kind of feels like people are excited for the album, but the hopes are not as high, especially after the song.
The beef. That's why.
The Gunna beef,
No. The Drake and Kendrick beef.
Drake and Kendrick beef.
I truly believe that beef has delayed music a year.
It feels like that.
Yo, that's yo.
Like,
maybe, yo.
I'm at a point where I'm noticing. I'm like, this song is old. I'm hearing a few songs dropping. I'm like, this is old. You held this,
Yeah.
Yo.
and you knew better, because we
To
already
be
struggling to get
honest.
streams. So, why would you do it during this fucking monumental moment?
Yeah.
Like, when you really think back, who dropped during that beef? Besides Doechii. But it made sense. Anyone that's TDE affiliated, the only ones that dropped. Everyone else has been quiet as fuck.
That's very true.
Nigga, I forgot Yachty existed.
Oh, Yachty's been dropping here and there.
I'll tell you. Hey,
Nobody cares about that.
Yachty's hard. Yachty's hard.
Yachty's hard.
Yachty just gotta pump him up.
I don't know why you hate on Yachty, bro.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They play some Playboy for you.
Don't let it get to you. I hope you sleep well
Oh
tonight.
my God, bro. But it's not that serious.
Yo, Yachty's hard. Yachty's hard. Shout out to Yachty. I'll say this, right? One of Kendrick Lamar's lyrics from the whole beef that's aged the worst, right, was the whole verse, actually, about Atlanta. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars, because all the Atlanta rappers are co-signing Drake after this whole beef. And none of them are, like, they don't even seem happy to be shouted out by Kendrick in that song at all, and not like us. Because first we had that interview with Future, right? And Future was like, I don't know why people are not asking me if I'm mad. Like, he basically dissed me on there too. Like, he didn't like that, right? Little Baby said something along the lines also that he was like, oh, I'm not into beef. I'm not into, like, I don't know why he put me in that. I'm not into that, right? But siding with Drake. Young Thug now, new interview, GQ. What'd he say? He's like, yeah, you know, I'm a Drake fan. I'm a Drake fan. He told the interviewer. Like, that was his answer. Like, he's Team Drake. Like, he's like, during the whole situation, I'm Drake. I'm a Drake fan. It's a fact, bro. The influence that Drake has caused in the industry, especially in Atlanta. I spoke about that shit in the viral clip when I was like, bro, the Migos, like all these people, like even the Migos alone. Yeah, people fuck with the Migos, but if Drake didn't tap into Versace,
It'll blow up.
we wouldn't have seen the Migos how we've gotten it.
Yeah.
Also, Freestyle was hard by Little Baby. Little Baby has some momentum. But Yes Indeed with Drake still remains one of Little Baby's most highest streaming songs ever. I'm shocked when I look at the numbers. I'm like, damn. But it's because of the Drake. That song and the Draco sign elevated him to a different level as well. Future, that album with Drake. You think that didn't give him a new audience? A more of an international audience? For a fact. He's still Future. Don't get me wrong.
Are you saying this because Top called you?
No, it's just a fact, bro. We got to talk about it because it's like,
No, because he started FaceTiming TDE niggas, and now
What's
it's
the
a
last
fact.
Drake song you listened to?
The last what?
Drake song you listened to?
Nokia. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling
You
that
still playing
shit?
that?
Is this easy?
That's just a banger,
Song of the
bro.
summer,
Let's
bro.
take a
What the
break
fuck we
with
gonna
that.
do?
That's a
Everybody else, what
banger.
else we
That
gonna talk about?
That's
I'm
just
playing
number
this old
4 now.
shit.
Yeah, it went down. It keeps going down, but it's gonna go back up. It's gonna have to go back up. It's gonna have to go back
Well,
up.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I understood Kendrick's bar, like he's saying, despite their loyalty to Drake, Drake was still using them. Here's my issue with this argument. Of course they're gonna be loyal to Drake. He changed their life. Like, yo, it's like Doug said. We was talking about the Kanye situation. He said, yo, Kanye has songs of us together that he won't drop.
Yeah.
And Thug was pissed. And he's like, this is when Kanye was acceptable. And he's like, bro, this is during the Donda era. He's like, I don't understand why you didn't drop that because that could have changed my life if you gave me that cosign, especially during that moment. Kendrick fans, this has been my beef with Kendrick.
Yeah.
He's not hopping on features. So you can't expect people to not side with Drake here because Drake has made the effort, whether it's for his own gain or not, to give these people a feature and change their life. We've not seen that with Kendrick. Kendrick wasn't hopping on people's features. He disappeared. He wasn't using his influence. So obviously they're going to feel some type of way. That's not a reflection of Drake's motives. It's just a reflection of how they feel towards the situation. God bless.
Speaking of an artist that Kendrick Lamar put on, right? We spoke about it last week. Dodie 6, LA rapper.
Oh, God.
Right? This guy was high out of his mind, going on Instagram Live, crashed a car, called Kendrick Lamar a bitch, said that he didn't change his life. The feature meant nothing. Right? Now, a week later, he posts on Instagram, he says, I want to publicly apologize to Kendrick Lamar for calling cuz a bitch because he is far from that and did nothing but bless me in my life. Dodie 6. He posted this on his Instagram, right? Someone definitely tapped his shoulder. Someone definitely connected with him. And I understand it, the apology. You know, it was warranted. It was bound to happen. But at the same time, it's like, what happens from here? Like, you think that guy got some help? I'm hoping he got some help. Was it Kendrick related? You know what I'm saying? Does Kendrick's team kind of get involved and say, like, hey, we're going to do a video to Hey Now. We need you good. We need you. We're going to do a video to Hey Now. We got you. Blah, blah, blah. This is going to be some sort of aspect. Or, hey, we need you. We're going to do the LA shows. We're going to pay you for the LA shows to pop out with everyone for the GNX. You know what I'm saying? Because people right now, there's also a new tweet that went viral. Absol was like, he's struggling to tour. He's like, he's surprised he hasn't toured. He's like, he wants to go on a tour, but he can't go on a tour.
Right.
He did a good-ass album, he says, and he feels like he could do a tour, but there's no tour right now happening. He's not performing it. What's going on? He's trying to figure it out. He's not dissing TDE, he said, but he's just saying, like, in general, the business is weird for touring for him. Maybe he could have been a part of the GNX Kendrick tour. I don't know. There's some plays, like right now it's successful as fuck, don't get me wrong. Like it's sold out. Kendrick's rapping literally to a stadium full of people. No backtrack. SZA's doing mad dope choreography. It's amazing.
Niggas saying we're going to be at Foxborough on the 12th. Yes, the fuck I am, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yo, I fucking loved Kendrick. I don't know what the hell I'm taking my shirt off and I'm throwing
Wait,
it at
when's
him.
he coming?
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm throwing my drawers
You got
at that
tickets? Fuck.
No. But if they're watching, send the tickets to us right now.
nigga. Send the tickets, please, I beg.
TDE.
Please.
Send the tickets this way. PG
Bro,
Lang.
you're
They
acting like
free.
he wasn't on the fucking phone with these niggas.
Listen, I might have
Wait,
the
so
tickets. I might have the tickets somewhere.
This is why I hate
hidden
Vic,
right
bro.
now.
Vic be lying, bro. He was dead on the phone with these niggas.
We might be backstage with that nigga. I call him Dottie. My guy Dottie. My guy K Dottie. We might be chilling in the back with K Dottie. We'll see. We'll let you guys know. In 2 weeks. But
The Dottie situation, I'm gonna tell you this. Dodie, whatever his name is. You know
Dodie.
what happened, bro? The streets called. They told that nigga's meth dealer, stop that shit. Nigga, stop feeding this nigga. Stop selling this nigga.
the nigga probably
drugs.
shit his pants. That's what happened.
Bro, they probably pressed him shit. Full court press. The way they were talking on Twitter.
Shit his pants.
Oh
Bro,
shit, that's
God bless.
scary.
The fact that the flag fell, that was God letting us know. That's exactly what happened. Jay hit on Twitter talking about, I was cool with him trolling until he said, fuck Dot.
Yeah, he's like, don't mention bro name.
Yeah.
Bro name is too far.
Bro, I'm telling you, the streets did the fullest of court presses on this nigga's life, bro.
They had to, bro. They literally had to. It's like the guy was making him look crazy. He was
Making him look
crashing his
insane.
car. You guys didn't see that clip of him bloody with his girlfriend and like in a car crash and like he's on live. He's like, "We good, right, babe?" And he's like full of blood. It's like, "No, you're not good, bro.
Nah,
You just crashed your car. You're crashing out and you're crashing your car."
I haven't seen that.
Like it's every level of crash out is getting insane. You know, but he finally got the apology. I think it was gonna happen. Are we gonna get a Dodie 6 Kendrick Lamar feature number 2? A collaboration again. This shit might never happen. I am hoping though that we might get like a music video, something of that nature, where he puts some money in his pocket just to settle down the conversation around this, because it just I feel like he could do it, because people are like, you know, he's putting these rappers on, etc. But putting them on to what degree also, right? Because I think Kendrick giving him the collab is dope. You're gonna get the features, the streaming numbers are high, but there's more he could do. Music video, at minimum. You know, give him that full aspect, that full look. Am I asking for too much? Is it like, oh, you're being a fucking Drake dick eater? No, I'm just being honest. Objectively, I'm like, damn, why doesn't he collab with these niggas? That way he puts more money in their pocket. Like, fully collab, like, video with them. Make those songs are fire. They're streaming high. Do music videos with them. You didn't bring them out on tour. Why? I don't know. Why not? Bring them out to a couple shows. Fly these niggas out. He's not doing nothing. He's not busy.
So this is my
To
issue.
the camera, bro. Say this shit. All right, go Noel.
Go ahead.
No.
You say it, nigga?
I don't know these people. That's what I'm quiet.
Oh, okay. Yo, this was my thing from the jump. Who the fuck are these niggas? Who the fuck are these niggas? Yo, could this be the issue with LA shit, bro? Who the fuck are these niggas?
Maybe because we're not from there, though.
No, but this is my
I
yeah.
don't know. I'm not gonna speak about it.
Because you know what it is, bro? The fans be making this excuse like, oh, why are you gonna bring street niggas to a LA tour? Or like, why are you gonna bring like West Coast niggas to a whole like world tour? Why would you put them on the album then?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a GNX tour. Why not have them perform?
it's a West Coast album too.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like, why wouldn't you have West Coast niggas? It's very confusing. I didn't understand. I have a theory. I have a very crazy theory. And the theory is this. There was a cost for that pop out. A very large cost.
He paid the Crips $500,000.
No. He paid them with features and performances at the pop out. Because when I started looking into these rappers, I'm like, who the fuck are these niggas? I'm not from there, so I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to really look into their background. I'm like, maybe this is a street thing I'm just not hip to and I don't understand. Because I would get it if you giving a nigga a feature and a performance.
Yeah.
Because he's agreed to not shoot his beef that's right next to him.
Yeah.
And he knows that this could change his life, and someone in the background's extorting this rapper or using him in some way to clean up money. That's what I was assuming the whole time. Because, bro, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is Dodie 6? Who the fuck is AZ? Like, who are these niggas that got 100 niggas behind them in
LA
music
artists,
videos?
bro. They're known in LA.
Yeah, but like, you don't got Tyler on this shit.
But we can't act like these niggas was doing some. They were good.
No, they were good. No, they were
Every
really
feature
good.
was good. Every feature.
But the
be
way
honest.
this all is going down, it really feels like a payment. Like they were like this was part of the agreement for niggas to not kill each other that night.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. Because you're right, Vic. Why wouldn't you put him on tour then?
Keep going.
My boy's gonna take a Duke.
No. I gotta open the door for my guy. He's coming in later on.
Oh yeah.
And like,
I'm a dip then, because I was about to dip right now.
Someone said Noah's theory is like his hairline, patchy.
Oh
damn.
shit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Your hair looks fine from here, bro. What the-
Yo, JD, doesn't it hurt to be riding my fucking dick that hard?
All right, I'm out.
That was a crazy lie.
Yo, I might be totally wrong. I don't know. These might just be LA niggas that are nice. I don't know. The only nigga with like a real like respectable Apple Music account was AZ and like a respectable IG. The rest were very like, okay, you just started. Well, you've been here for a while. You're not that serious. I get it. Ring him on tour. Yo, the chat really be torturing niggas up. I'm cool with it. I don't give a fuck. Y'all let you niggas know something. Kendrick can do whatever the fuck he want. That nigga don't pay my bills. That nigga not my dad. I support the nigga.
You talking about the tour stuff?
Yeah, because these niggas like whatever Kendrick does, it's never gonna be enough. Yo, it's enough, bro. The album is great. The tour looks phenomenal.
No, it's more
I
than
love it, bro.
It's more than enough. It's just the idea of like, since that occurred, you know, with Dodie 6, it just shows you that it's a possibility. You want to keep things more, you know, tidied up because thank God no one else jumped the boat, but Dodie 6 did that. If Lefty Gunplay felt some type of way, he would have been like, man, Dodie's is right. I was keeping quiet, but yeah. And then AZ Chike might have been saying the same. You know, all these features could have been like grouping up with each other, like, hey, trying to reveal something against Kendrick, but they didn't. right? They didn't, and now he's apologizing to Kendrick. So I think it was just purely the drugs, but I do want to see a Hey Now music video, like do more collaborations, like have them come out on tour for a couple dates, at least make something work, because I think that will be a beautiful thing to see. But as of right now, we haven't gotten it. The viral debate online right now, the most viral post this weekend was someone that tweeted, I think 100 people, 100 men could beat one gorilla if everybody just was dedicated to the fight. You know, that he could take him down. So it's 100 people beating one gorilla. Do you think that this is even possible? 100, I think that they're delusional. Especially if we're talking about silverback gorilla. You know the power of a silverback gorilla? Someone simulated it like in a simulator, like digitally, and the gorilla was just knocking people out. Because we're talking about men with no weapons, just men, 100 men. Don't get me wrong, 100 men's a lot of people.
I could beat a gorilla.
Are you going one by one, or are you ganging up on
Bro,
it?
I could beat a gorilla.
You could do whatever you want, but it's just 100 men, no weapons. That's the rules.
Yo, I could beat a gorilla.
You got to gang up on it.
cannot.
1-on-1, I could beat a gorilla. I promise you, I could beat a gorilla.
A silverback gorilla.
I could beat a silverback gorilla by
Shouldn't
myself.
kick it in the nuts.
Nah. I'm gonna climb up a tree.
You know how you can climb a tree, right?
You're not climbing up my tree.
You know how fast a gorilla climb a tree?
Yo, Vic, I promise you I could beat a silverback gorilla.
Impossible.
Nigga, put me in the ring with him.
Hell
Hell no, bro.
Yo, let's do it.
That's the last day we see him.
Yo, let's do it. Let's do it. Yo, set it up. Me versus the silverback. I'll go to Roger Williams Park right now and fight that nigga. I promise you.
We're just talking about, we're keeping it, I guess, default. So 100 men, right? That's different. Now we're talking about 100 crackheads. That's different. You get 100 crackheads would take down Godzilla.
Bro.
That's different. We're not talking, you know what I'm saying?
You give me 100 niggas on drugs?
That's different.
Give me a 99 niggas on drugs and one nigga to lead them.
1 leader.
One leader, nigga. We winning, bro.
One Joel.
We taking that nigga down. Niggas is gonna die. A few of y'all are gonna die. But you're gonna die for a mighty cause. Bro, we get to save for the rest of our lives and for generations to come. We took down a silverback gorilla, bro.
First read.
First of all, they're not going to let you because them things are, you know,
Wait, so
endangered
what do you got?
species.
What's your take? Do you think this is
If
possible?
if they gang up on him, 100%.
Just bum rush this nigga, bro.
If they gang
you
up
think
on
100
him,
men could take down one gorilla?
if they gang up on him, 100%.
Someone said fly high. Noel.
Fly high, what is it? They're gonna knock you out? The gorilla's gonna
Bro.
send you flying?
I promise you, bro.
What are the men, though?
Give
Are
me
they, like,
99 crackheads. That's all I
scrawny
need.
motherfuckers, gym motherfuckers,
It could
boxers.
be, if we just keep it at default, it could be
mix.
strong men. It's just men, right? It's just 100 men.
If you gang up on it, yes, 100%. You gonna tell me that motherfucker gonna evade a few punches to the face?
Bro, I'm hitting this nigga with the Naruto shadow clones, bro. 100 niggas, he's not stopping 100 niggas.
No, listen, guys. Let's look. We gotta watch a video right
You
now.
ever
of-
seen-
I
you
don't think
ever-
you guys seen the power of like a silverback gorilla.
Have
before.
you, do you know what 100 niggas looks like?
Do you know what one silverback gorilla looks like?
Nah, he's not stopping 100 niggas. Bro, we will corner this
Did they
nigga.
say silverback or a gorilla? Because a silverback and a regular gorilla is different.
But if we're talking about peak men, strong men, what's a peak gorilla?
put a-
silverback
put a-
gorilla.
put a silverback.
We're going peak versus peak with no weapons, just peak versus peak.
Yo, do y'all know how much 100 people is?
This is one out drags a ranger. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Bro, that's how he drags a body, bro. He drags you like a doll. He drags you like a doll. This guy's soul left his. Look at his eyes. His soul left his body.
This nigga's so sad. Bro, he thought he was gonna die. Nah, no bullshit. That nigga might kill 99 and keep on to be
I'm
his bitch.
telling you, bro.
He might rape you. That nigga looks like he'll rape you, bro.
Yo, look at this. This is insane. So this is one right here. Break a glass. Look at this. The zoo barrier. This is like the zoo. Look at that. Cracks
hell
the zoo
no.
barrier, bro.
Oh, I don't know. Yo.
I don't think people gotta do their research. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we just talking about
but
like,
it's 100 people, Vic. 100 people are cracking him. Yo, 100 people can surround a silverback gorilla.
nah, bro. So nah, bro. Look at this. Look at this. This is pushed by silverback gorilla in Rwanda. So okay, silverback gorilla pushes someone. Look at this. Bro! Barely touched the guy.
Nigga's a dick. He said, "Move, nigga."
Bro, these gorillas are strong.
Even he said 100 will crack him.
Bro,
Nah,
100 people could kill a gorilla, bro. We just gotta surround.
I
them.
thought that at first, but then when I started looking, when I first tweet, I read it. I'm like, oh, that's easy, of course. Then I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, yeah. These no one can do this. Gorillas are too powerful. Look at that.
Bro, you go for the eyes.
Look how fast they charge, Marlon. Look how fast they charge at people. Look at that.
Have you seen me run, bro?
Stop,
my No,
Why you acting like you faster than me?
I am faster than you.
Hell no, you're not.
We can go outside right now and race.
You're
we
not
can go
faster
outside,
than
but
me.
not right now. We're gonna do this.
You
We'll
are
do that
not
in the
faster
summer.
than
That's
me,
gonna
bro.
happen, guaranteed.
Oh no, we are racing then.
On concrete.
We're racing.
We racing. Okay.
We're racing.
Okay.
You're not faster than me.
I promise you I'm faster than you.
You're not faster than
I
me.
promise you I'm faster
You're
than you.
not.
Yo, I'm faster than you, bro.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Look at this.
All right. I could beat a silverback gorilla and I could beat you in a race. That's all I know, nigga.
Wow, this nigga smoked some shit before coming
No,
here.
I just spoke nothing, nigga. I'm speaking facts,
Now you're
nigga.
talking
I'm telling
crazy.
the fucking truth.
I was gonna let you have
Yo,
the
niggas gonna
silverback
stand
gorilla
on the
one.
truth. Nah,
I was gonna let you have the gorilla one, but now you're talking crazy.
Niggas, yo, you know what it is?
Nigga,
When
you're
you're
not faster
different,
than me,
when you're
nigga.
different, niggas just have to
You
hate.
be talking bullshit.
When you're different, niggas
Yeah, I
just have
get
to
it.
hate.
No,
You're
it's
not
gonna be
faster than
Different,
me.
when
No,
you're
it's
different,
good,
You're not-
niggas
you're
have
not
to hate.
faster than me,
Yo,
nigga.
because you know what
You
it
niggas
is, bro.
have never seen me
niggas,
run, bro.
Niggas see something different, don't
Nigga,
understand.
go watch me
so
play
because
soccer,
they don't
bro.
understand,
Go
they need
watch
to hate.
me play
I
soccer.
understand, bro.
Nigga,
I understand. I don't need
you're
to
not
see you watch.
faster than
I don't
me.
need to see your highlights.
You're not faster
Your
than
highlights
me.
is weak, bro.
You're not
No,
faster
your
than me.
highlights is weak.
100
You're not faster than me.
Ronaldos,
You're
100
not faster
Ronaldos
than me.
cannot take
You're
down
not
a
faster than me,
gorilla.
nigga. You spend your time planting flowers. You're not
It's
faster
cool,
than me,
bro.
nigga.
And I
You're
spend the
not
rest of my
faster
day
than me.
running, nigga. So
You're
let's
not
keep.
faster than
Okay,
me, bro.
yo, I promise
You're
you,
gonna have.
yo,
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have.
blow you out.
You're gonna have
I'm gonna
stamina
blow
to go
you
far,
out.
nigga. But the first fucking.
I'ma blow
10,
you out.
bro.
You know how fast I run a mile?
We're gonna make it
Bro.
happen.
You know
guys.
what's my PR?
We're not running a mile.
That's cool.
We're
My
talking
max
about,
speed
nigga,
is
we're
Let's make it a
different.
mile. Let's make it a mile.
I can't run a mile.
Exactly.
I'll tell you that straight up.
And I will blow
But
you
that's what
out
I'm
in a
saying.
50 meter.
Nigga,
50
and
meter
nigga
dash.
starting,
50 meter
nigga,
dash.
I'm faster than you.
50 meter
I'm
dash.
faster
You
than
not
you.
faster than me, bro.
I'm faster than
Yo,
you.
that's cool, bro.
I'm faster
Yo,
than
your
you.
soccer games with these 4'11
I'm
niggas
faster
is
than
probably
you,
real
nigga.
crazy.
I'm
But I
faster than
promise
you,
you, I'm
nigga.
faster than you.
I'm faster
Yo,
than
my
you.
Luna,
this much,
fast,
no,
man.
Faster
I
than
haven't seen you wear sneakers in a while, so you can't run in those. I'll tell
Oh,
you.
I'm
that
not
much.
running these.
You can't run in no Doc Martens. Bro.
I'll run in some Doc Martens. Fuck it. I'll still win.
no,
No,
I'll
the fucking
still
not.
win.
That's how you
No.
break your ankles, bro.
Yo, I'll
No, the
still
fucking
win.
make
not,
that
nigga.
shit
Yo,
happen.
I'll run barefoot. Nigga, I'll run butt naked. I'll still run faster than this nigga. What are we
Nigga,
talking
you
about?
saying that you
What are
can
we
beat
talking
me
about?
with Doc Martens on is disrespectful.
I'll let you know the truth, bro.
Nigga, no, you can't.
I'm fast, bro.
confidence.
No, you can't.
I'm
Confidence,
fast.
bro.
Nigga.
I believe in myself.
That's called delusion.
Edwin can sit right here. I'll tell him the same shit. Give me any nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you're crazy.
I don't give a fuck,
I didn't know
bro.
everyone was fast. Why you breaking out with us?
I don't know, nigga. That nigga don't fucking run either. I'll blow that nigga out too.
Wild story over the weekend. That's
Nah, y'all fighting for last place.
wild story over the weekend that's gone viral.
Hold
right?
on, hold on. Oh no, Marlon, I will not take that. If I was there, I'd be sleeping outside. Nah, watch.
Nah, we're gonna have a real race. Give
Oh
it.
yeah, we're gonna make it happen in the chat.
Watch.
Can discuss it
Watch.
live commentary. We might bring a
Nigga
live
talking crazy.
on location camera, on a remote camera.
Yeah.
you know, have that option. You know what I'm saying? Like Kai and them do the IRL stream of
IRL
them
stream, bro.
racing. You know what I'm saying? Get the cap crew involved in the voting of the finish line because it might be neck and neck, guys. I think Marlon and all might be neck and neck. It's gonna come down to the last millisecond. Viral story of the weekend. Someone that I believe, in my opinion, was robbed of a higher draft position, but it is what it is. We're gonna talk about it right now. Shedeur Sanders, right? Deion Sanders' son. Amazing player, in my opinion. Definitely not top tier to that level as far as like the best quarterback on the draft, maybe. But definitely a first rounder. I would have expected. But for context, for those who don't know, potential first round pick. He went from a potential first round pick. Everyone thought he was gonna be a first round pick. That's how it was mocked up. Then he was selected in the 5th round with the 144th pick by the Cleveland Browns. This has been the biggest story in the news, in the sports right now, especially. Despite his success at Jackson State and also Colorado, a lot of teams. This is a quote right here, I believe. Yeah, a lot of teams in the NFL didn't view him as a top quarterback prospect. A quote right here, specifically from NFL All-Pro running back Maurice Jones-Drew, told USA Today. Specifically, he said that he's a really good quarterback, but doesn't have traits that jump off the chart. For that reason, people are suggesting that that's probably why he was drafted 5th round. Other than other cases, right? People are alluding to, was it racism? Was it politics? Did he have a horrible meeting with these teams, him and his father? Right? Because you have to meet with a lot of these teams, especially when you're a top prospect and you know that you're going to make a lot of marketing money with anyone related to Deion Sanders, because Deion Sanders is going to be present at games, etc., and interviews, his son playing, full circle moment. That alone is a story in itself. So any team that gets, coincided with that becomes marketing dollars. But there's rumors of maybe the meetings before this all went bad. Purposely bad, we don't know.
Nigga walked in and called people niggers.
Yeah, like, was there racism? Was it a hard ERs like from these like white owners, etc.? Jerry Jones, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. That would have been insane. But then now we have a story as far as this would happen, right? With the whole 5th round situation, 144th pick. People were like, oh, were they specifically trying to get on a team? I don't think that they were trying to get like Deion Sanders and them trying to get him on the Browns. Because the Browns have, 4 quarterbacks now?
The Browns also not a team. They have 4 quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, who has a major contract. And on top of that, there's not been a QB that's made it out of, the Browns and done well. Baker Mayfield is doing better now because he left.
Yeah.
It is not a franchise where people do well. I'm a firm believer these niggas rigged this shit. And I think
Who?
The owners. I think they were all collectively nah, eat dick, bro. And at the end...
To who, though? To the son or the dad?
To his dad. I don't think this has anything to do with the son. I think the league hates Deion Sanders as a person.
Wow.
Because Deion Sanders Sr. doesn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He talks so much.
But he backs it up, though.
That's cool. But here's the issue. It's the LeVar Ball situation all over again. Why are you talking? If I'm an owner, and this is the reality of life, bro. These are old white niggas. So they have a standard in the way that they act. They don't want to sit here and have to hear niggas' dad talk shit. The only reason why the NBA dealt with it is because the NBA has a different politics with ownership. There's a lot more younger owners. These are older white men. They have a certain attitude towards life. Deion Sanders probably should have not have said anything. You run around saying your son's going to be a top 5 pick. You're being mad egotistical about it. That rubs old niggas the wrong way. And it's not just old white niggas. Older black men be mad, they be strange too. Just older people in general begin to foot up the ass once they get that age. So I could fully see these niggas sitting there and being like, nigga, shut your roly ass up. Talking about, my son's the best. He's better than any QB in the league. Bro, you fucked that up so bad for him. I don't think it had anything to do with the son. The son is a talent. He should have been drafted top 10.
Yeah.
Because the niggas they were picking over him, nigga, the Steelers have no one. Yo, the Steelers don't have a QB. Nigga, they're going to bring someone off the bench. Off the stands. Nigga, I might throw the football. Yo, Vic, they don't have a QB.
Black and yellow.
I don't think y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that niggas suck. No, they don't have a QB. Aaron Rodgers hasn't signed yet. So, I don't think this had anything to do with talent. He was better than every QB that got drafted before him, except probably Cam Ward. The nigga's dad just didn't shut up.
But my thing is this, right? Deion Sanders has been a successful coach to the point that I could see him literally having a future coaching in the NFL. The only reason it wouldn't happen, again, would be maybe something of this nature, blackballing effect, etc. But based off pure talent and just a progression, moving up in ranks as different types of coach, football coach, his future is NFL football coach, Deion Sanders. And also the marketing behind that, a team that needs a coach and you get Deion Sanders as a coach. And then with his winning streak so far, let's say they have a successful first year with Deion Sanders as a coach in the NFL, it's quite possible. So to try to blackball his son in this whole situation is only gonna fuel the engine. I feel like,
of course,
Shedeur is gonna go crazy his first year. Even if they just put him one game for the Browns, just put him one game, you know what I'm saying? Let's say he stays on the Browns. There's no trades for trades because they could still do trades. They could trade for trade people this next week, etc. It could happen any moment. Still trades behind the scenes. As of right now, he's still on the Browns. Let's say he plays on the Browns one game. They bring him out week 5, etc. as a starter just to do it. With the pressure that's on him right now, he might do 20 touchdowns. I think he's gonna go off because there's a lot of proof. There was already a lot of proof already as a son of a legend going into the NFL, first year being drafted in general, but then you play such a elite position, the most important position, the captain, the QB, and now you get drafted late. Also, let's not act. People like to bring it up, but we got to bring it up. The coincidence is crazy. His role model, close friend, Tom Brady, right? Deion Sanders' son, Tom Brady, Shedeur, and Tom Brady have a relationship.
He was training him.
Brady trains Shedeur.
And the Raiders stood and drafted him.
And Tom Brady himself was drafted late as well. He was a late draft pick. I forgot. Was it? I forgot what.
Sixth round.
Sixth round. Like it was late. It was like a miracle story in itself. Might be. Like, it sounds like tacky. Like, oh my God, is it happening again? Oh my God, it's happening again. This shit might happen again.
Nah, Vic,
it might happen again. It might be kismet. It might be kismet.
The issue here is this. The last time I seen a high-ranked quarterback go late was Aaron Rodgers when he went the last pick of the draft of the first round. We've never seen someone with these stats and this talent level with how low of a talent level there was at the QB position. Because when Tom Brady went 6, bro, Tom Brady was a nobody from Michigan. Ain't no one know that nigga. This is not the same story. These niggas worked together to make sure this didn't happen. The question is why. I don't want to relate it to race. I just don't want to do that because that's such a grand conspiracy to make. I think it is much more viable to believe.
Cam was he?
He was black.
Yeah.
So then they try to switch it and say, oh, this was a message that generational, like men can't push their sons in positions once they have power.
Nepotism.
Yeah, like you can't push nepotism as a black man, and that was white people's message to black men. No, I don't think it was that either. I really just think Deion Sanders didn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I
just think that's what it was, bro.
It could have been if it was that. Listen, it might have been. I think it had to be obviously something personal because this shit was so bizarre.
No, it's never happened before.
It was like,
no, it's
what
never happened
the hell?
before.
Like it was like a clear message being sent by who. I don't know, but who's the only people that can kind of maneuver this move is owners calling each other up during the draft, maybe pre-draft. It was already pre-planned. It's insane. I can't wait to see what comes from this because there's gonna be there's gonna be so much more of a media attention and like interviews and games anticipated, etc. from all this, trades potentially maybe incoming still. And his other son also got drafted to the Buccaneers.
Yeah, but he was
But it was like more on like a
no. So they call it you get like it's like a signing deal. Like you don't get drafted during the draft.
It's like after the draft.
Yeah,
undrafted, but
he's undrafted. There it is. Yeah, he got signed
deal.
undrafted. Yeah.
Yeah, but still a glory moment. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
No, he got 2 kids to the NFL.
You got 2
Congratulations.
kids in the NFL. You did your job as a father.
No, you did your job as a father. It's just
That's insane.
I could see a world where if a white man behaved the way that Deion was acting, same energy people would have towards this situation. Like, I think we forget how vocal he was about his son and the situation. And the thing about the NFL is this. Draft picks matter.
Oh, yeah. That's just a bargaining tool.
Yeah, like, no, it's the only league where draft picks actually matter. Because in the NBA, you can draft first round, get a bust. In MLB, it's like they just cut it. It used to be like 13 rounds. It was pointless. All the other sports, same concept. But in the NFL, you can trade a nigga just for draft picks. Like, it's that valuable. Like, the 4th round, I'm pretty sure, like, there are tight ends. I think Gronk was drafted, like, 3rd round in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 3rd round is important. 4th round is important. So I could see a scenario where niggas is like, I'm not wasting my draft picks on this dude when there's a heavy quarterback draft next year too.
Yeah.
We're talking about some of the best QBs in the league are coming next year. Like, I could fully see this. I just don't understand why the Browns did it. Like, that is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Nigga, you have to drop one of them.
Yeah.
Unless they think they're going to run this kid.
I think they think it might be a tool for, like, trading or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and maybe that was just the one team that as an owner, the owners weren't involved in whatever, grouping or scheme they had behind the scenes. Something something has to make sense of it. But I'm hoping things get revealed, and if things got done like in spite, illegally, etc. Oh, trust me, like that type of shit is gonna be revealed if it did happen that way, and there's gonna be a lot of repercussions for all the everyone involved in the situation in that aspect. Because at that point, it's like that's some fines, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
How are you an owner and then you get found guilty of literally doing something out of just pure emotion? Like because I
They're
don't
saying
like
it's the
him.
Kaepernick thing again.
Yeah, it's like I don't like him. Like what?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's like they maybe want prove it. Want him to prove it. Like want him to earn his spot, earn your position. That's what I'm thinking. Like his first year, wherever Shedeur happens, bro, he's gonna go off because
can't,
the
though.
talent is there.
Not on the Browns, bro.
Not on the Browns, but I'm saying the only opportunity in the Browns would be like one game, and he shines on that one game, and then from there they're like,
have to.
let's move people around, let's trade the Sean Watson, let's you know what I'm saying, let's look at the future.
Because I'm telling you right now, Vic, the way the Browns are set up, if I remember correctly, their O-line is dirt. That team is terribly owned. It has historically had issues at the QB position, and when the QBs leave, that's when they do better. They just re-signed Joe Flacco. They have Deshaun. They drafted someone, another QB during that draft at a higher round.
Yeah.
And now they have this kid, and it's 5 QBs. That's what the chat said. This kid gets like one game, maybe. And the problem with this is if he doesn't prove himself, then he gets thrown into free agency. And that is like no man's land if you haven't played a game. Because who's going to sign you and give you a chance? Just because you're Deion Sanders' son, that's not enough. Deion Sanders was a fucking corner.
You might do the freaking the Rock, Dwayne Wayne Johnson's XFL. At that point, go to a different league or something, shine there. Because
Also, yeah, the prank call was also crazy. I think that was insane.
Oh yeah, there was some white kids at
Ole Miss.
at like a fraternity.
Oh, it was a fraternity. Yeah, it was a
Fraternity
fraternity.
kids.
Yeah, never mind.
And
yeah.
they were like on a phone call, and they prank called Shedeur Sanders, basically saying that he got picked.
But here's the thing:
And
that
then they
number
hung
was only given to NFL owners
Yeah,
because AT&T when he did the whole thing, it was T-Mobile. They only gave the numbers out to those people to stop that from happening. So a lot of people were like, "Bro, how the fuck did this happen?"
they're making a mockery out of him.
I wonder why.
Some owners might have leaked it to like a grandson or some shit, a nephew.
That's sick.
That's some sick shit, bro.
Because these niggas call, right? And they go, "Man, I know you've been waiting. He's like, yeah,
No, it was
I
good
have
role
been.
playing. It was good role playing.
He's like, I have been, he's like, I know you're trying to win. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to be legendary. Let's do this. And they go, well, you're going to keep waiting.
I think it was the Saints. They said that they were like on the
Yeah,
Saints.
they said they're the order of the Saints. That was sick.
Foul. That's
Bro, he was sick, bro. He was so sick and confused.
He was ready to be the next Drew Brees.
I would have sued the fuck out of these niggas.
But the video keeps getting taken down. Like on social media, it keeps getting taken down. So someone's trying to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's trying to hide the video. Because I keep trying to find on Twitter, they keep taking that video specifically down of the prank call.
They're saying it was the son of the defensive coordinator for the Falcons.
Wow.
That nigga better lose his job.
If that really happened, then that's crazy. Like if that was who it was. Because I'm telling you, the video, I posted it, got taken down. Someone else posted, I saw it, got taken down. I'm like, why does it keep disappearing? Legal, powerful people, they're trying to hide the identity of these kids, even though they posted themselves as idiots, complete idiots. Those kids have no future in anything in sports or nothing no more. Like they ruined their whole like credential, reputation. Everything is gone. They're so stupid, so stupid. It's like, come on, bro. The narrative feeding that they did with that shit was insane.
They said the kid already apologized.
The kid should have never had the number.
It doesn't matter if you apologize. What the hell is that? Is it just the idea of him having access to
That's
that?
funny as fuck.
It's crazy.
That is hilarious.
That's like some like wild dark humor. That's like a skit, and he did that shit in real life. God bless. You watched Last of Us last night?
No.
Or you didn't watch Last of Us episode 3?
I don't have time.
Yeah,
What happened this year?
episode 3, Last of Us last night. Rest in peace, Joel. I almost feel like Joel died in real life because it was like a grieving episode. I was like grieving. I'm watching this shit like tearing up. I'm like, God damn. I feel like I'm freaking inside of Last of Us. I feel like I'm there with them. I'm like, what is happening? And in the episode, there's a scene where Ellie grabs like the Joel's jacket in the closet and like she's crying. And the actress, right, Bella Ramsey, said that she was crying in real life during the scene. Like they filmed it a couple times. And that scene, she cried for real a couple times. And the director of that moment said that even she cried watching her cry. And I'm like, damn, is Joel a real person? Like, I almost felt like, damn, I started looking at Pedro Pascal. I'm like, Pedro Pascal's still alive? Like, it makes you want to look up the damn actor. Like,
Bro, it's a sad moment.
It's
in
a
the
very
video game.
sad moment, man. Like, this shit was crazy. But they're moving on forward. She's getting revenge for Joel, right? She's on path with her soon-to-be girlfriend, right? The girlfriend admits, though, that she's not, I'm not lesbian in the tent. She's like, even though I'm not lesbian, how was the kiss? Did you like the kiss? It's like, okay, you guys, I see what you're doing here. She's like trying to flirt with her. It's like, okay, you're doing your thing. You know, it was a dope moment. I'm like, okay, the love interest here is gonna keep growing. I see it. Because I haven't played that part 2. I think I've never finished the part 2, but it's been so long. I haven't played both of them in years. But watching the whole show episode roll out, it's been insane. Especially now they get into the wolves, right? The wolves people, the whole group and collective and that whole thing, and how there was like a dead family in the woods. That shit was even more sad and tragic. It's shaping up to be. It seems to be like it's gonna be a really good season. Season 1 is season 1. Don't get me wrong. So far, season 1 is top notch. Especially the what was the episode? Episode 5, with the gay couple.
Yeah.
With was it Nick Swartz? I forgot the name of the actor. Good ass actor. Good ass actor. The guy from freaking Parks and Rec. That episode was one of the best episodes in the history of shows, bro. That episode had me crying like crazy.
Great episode.
But yeah,
You're gonna watch that little girl have gay sex in the car?
I don't think you think that's what's gonna happen.
Vic, that's in the fucking game, bro.
But
She has a love
they
interest.
can alter it though.
To what? That's whack.
They can alter it, and it's HBO, so they can get explicit. They haven't shown like any nudity or nothing of that nature so far. I'm trying to think if Last of Us has had any sex scenes. I don't think they had a sex scene yet.
No, it comes in this game.
But
Because GM621 asked me, how do I feel about the actor playing older Ellie? Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, it looks weird.
to me, it looks accurate. Maybe because I'm so far removed from the game, like as far as like it's been years.
Bro, there's a person out there that looks just like fucking Ellie.
Like adult Ellie.
Just like fucking
Yeah, but guess
Ellie,
what, guys?
and they didn't choose
She probably
her, bro.
sucks as an actor. You can't just pick someone just because they look like you.
She
She probably sucks as an actor. Bella Ramsey is good as fuck. Bella Ramsey's not even American. You ever hear her talk?
Vic.
She's from the London town. She got a whole
Yeah,
different
they
accent.
can
She's
do
like,
that.
she's
They
like
can-
Idris
they
Elba,
can
and all
do
these
that.
actors are like from there, but they're so
do
good
that.
at being American
Grimes,
roles.
Rick Grimes.
Rick
He's
Grimes,
from
yeah, Rick
fucking
Grimes
London. He
also as
speaks
well.
perfect. Yeah, they
Good
can do
as
that.
hell.
The issue is this,
Yeah.
Vic. What holds that game up, the story, is that she's so older, you don't really care that Joel died.
Yeah.
Like, you care, but it's more like, this is her game now.
So she looks too young.
She looks way too young.
I think she looks older.
You're about to
Compared
watch
to-
what she's about to do, bro.
Compared to season 1,
Bro, in the game,
she got like a bit buffer now. She's out here with the flannel vibes.
bro, in the game, she was frying these niggas with her fucking bow, bro. Like, she was that
I gotta
bitch.
replay it. The thing is with that game right now is like $70 again. Both of them.
Yeah, probably.
They're taking advantage of the time. I get it. But
Well, if you want to
goddamn.
play it on the new console, yeah, just buy it for fucking PS4, some shit like
No,
that.
buy it on Steam.
Buy it used.
The thing is, bro, is
Good
like,
idea. But it still might be high as fuck still on eBay.
the way she holds that story in the game, bro, is because you just look at her as an adult. That's what it is. And she be wild in that game, bro.
Yo,
She was handing some fucking
Yo.
ass.
bro.
She fucks them bitches up.
Bro, after Joe dies, bro.
Oh, she
No,
loses
she's
it.
training. In this episode, she's training and stuff, and you can
Yeah.
tell like she's strapped up. She's training. She knows she's getting her skills
she's
up.
on 100, bro.
on 100.
She's getting her skills up.
And I get that the actor's 21. That doesn't mean she gives off the energy of a 21-year-old. Stop, bro. Like, there's mad young people out here. Like, stop, bro. Please. Like, I need a dyke.
Yeah, people are saying it's the same actress. Bella's very good, but Time Jump, it doesn't look like it.
Because we
It
need
doesn't.
we need an older dyke, Vic.
I don't know.
That's what.
She gives that vibe though.
Nah, but
I would have to see, but I'm not trying to spoil myself, so I don't want to really play those parts.
No,
of the
don't
game.
play it. Don't play it.
I'm literally
Just
just
watch
trying to
the
watch
show
it episode by
and
episode
then
on
go and
purpose.
play it.
Yeah.
But people are complaining about this shit more this season than last season. Last season, people were making it that big of a deal. I see that shit happening now. I'm like, yeah, people, you can never satisfy everybody. The show's good as fuck. Not better than season 1 yet, but it's only three episodes in, so
Oh no, the first game's always better.
yeah, I shall digress. We have some local news coverage to do here. And let me walk in our friend that's here in the studio, my guy from Steambox, Rob, coming through right here. You can walk in, Rob, as well. We're gonna sit him right there, next to you.
You got my entrance music going?
What's happening? Yes, sir.
We want.
Right there. You can sit right next to him. Oh, in that corner. Make sure
Right,
his
zoom out
mic
the
gets
camera.
right. Oh yeah, let me.
I want to make sure I look just fat enough. All right.
We are
Next
here.
to me, we look way fatter.
Big house.
We are here. He looks good. You look good, Mar?
Yeah,
Both? All right.
we're good.
But we are here. Some local news coverage happening here in Rhode Island. But speaking of Rhode Island, when it comes to Rhode Island, when it comes to podcasts, the gentleman that's here in our studio visiting today, this man is someone that I highly respect and should always be mentioned when it comes to anything podcast related in the New England area. Doing it for all these years, and the way that he does it, educationally, educating the kids and partaking in this in a almost literally like an act of service and providing a platform to all these students throughout all these years here in Rhode Island. We got to give a round of applause for everything he's done. Welcome to the studio, my guy Rob, right here.
Victor Byers just said that about me? Victor Byers was saying that? I'm going to take that. I appreciate that.
Bring it a bit closer, because that one be a bit more sensitive, especially because Edwin be screaming on that.
How we sound? We sound
Yeah,
all right?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Just if you look his way or anything like that, just bring it close to you.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's good. When it comes to give people more of a background when it comes to who you are and what you do, for those who don't know out there.
I am Roberto Tito Emilio Matos Hernandez Gonzalez Lodo. I am from Providence. I'm from Washington Park.
Yes, sir.
Worked in education for infinity years, and I had a lot of beef with education. There was a lot of things I didn't like in a lot of these programs. You were in one of these programs a million years ago.
Yes,
was
sir.
Was it the College Crusade?
College Crusade.
The College
Crusade.
Crusade.
The
They are now
Crusader.
OWL.
Yeah.
I
I like College Crusade better. It was more of a catchy name.
all these organizations back then, they were all run by white people,
Yeah.
and they were serving all people of color, and there was a huge disconnect, right?
Yeah. Bless you.
These organizations making money. When these organizations are making money, their people are getting paid. They're getting like cooler, newer offices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something different. I wanted to start an organization where the students are my boss. They're on the board. They can fire me. I learned that from the Spider-Man movie. True story. Norman Osborn, he goes into his board meeting, and his board was like, yeah, profits are up. Everything's looking good. That's why you're out. We're selling the company. They don't want you with it. So I'm like, yo, your board can actually get rid of you. So I didn't want like crusty. I didn't want money grabbers. I wanted the students. I wanted people who was going to look after their own program. So we started this program, Steambox, and we're sending robots. We're making robots. We're sending devices to space. We made hoverboards, websites, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a student who your sound, right? I had a student, Matthew Curly Beats. He's Curly Beats. He's all about the music. I used to be a DJ. He wanted to learn how to DJ. So I'm like, all right, but I got like 40 students. How am I going to teach you how to DJ? So we just started recording conversations, chopping it up. This is like 8 years ago. And after they talked about the Nintendo Switch, way before it was coming out, people started finding our podcast, and then they stuck with it. And it's wild, man. We got different audiences, but I'm so proud of like what you're doing and watching this stuff all the time.
I appreciate it, bro. Listen, yep, and tell the people what's the name, where they can find it, and everything. Also, specifically the podcast.
Yeah, man. Find us on social media. Check out our Instagram, right? We are on social at SteamboxRI, but our podcast, you can find that there too. It's wherever podcasts are. We're Steambox Versus, and that's our general podcast. That's where we're talking to authors and all these people. We talked to Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. We have like dope guests on that podcast running through talking to the students. But then they made side hustles, right? So the shirt that I'm wearing, right?
Yeah.
The shirt, this is Mangu con Salami. So we started a separate podcast with the Katie Brown Educational Program so that we could talk about healthy relationships. We could talk about if you should be jealous of your partner for doing this, if you should like how much is too much control, all this stuff.
Yeah.
That has been really dope. But then we started another. By the way, that one has Pearl from Steven Universe doing the intro right now.
Yeah.
And then we started another one called Joyful Rebellion based on mental wellness because our people are have a real hard time talking about mental wellness.
Yeah.
So we decided to bring in some young therapists, have these conversations together. Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender does our intro for that. That's pretty fresh. And yeah, that's been fire, man. And to be honest, they sent stuff to space. That's not a joke. They sent stuff to space. They made all these robots. But I've never seen pride like the pride that our students have when they're going to these conferences to talk about their podcast and they're meeting fans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like sometimes we record these things, we put it out and we forget that it exists. But then to meet somebody who's been impacted by our words, that's wild. That's wild for the students. I've never seen them more proud.
No, it's insane. So you basically have a full-blown podcast network here in Rhode Island, multiple podcasts operated by you and students, the students of Rhode Island, different students. And what age group does the students range from?
We're doing K through 12. The podcasts have been mostly high schoolers, but we got some middle school podcast stuff happening too.
Yeah.
You participated in one of those.
100%. No, you guys, you've been doing amazing stuff. So I definitely want to give you your credit because you deserve your flowers. You know, I think it's something that needs to be spoken about more, especially here in the state of Rhode Island. You know, what you've been doing, working with the students, educating the students, especially now where this is the time, right? You were ahead of it, but this is the time, the idea of podcasts, and this is the platforms and being on microphones. And that's what kids, you know, they love. That's their way to consume education, content, entertainment, amusement is via these type of platforms. So why not give them that, you know, actual service and ability in doing that, you know, while they're even in school, even, you know, so it's something that you've done. So I think it's amazing.
They've done some spin-off podcasts on their own too, which is always wild. Yeah, man, it's been an honor. This whole process has been an honor. It's so much better when I'm not working for like the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm working for the young people around Rhode Island.
No, it's awesome. So talk about this weekend, what you have coming up, the event.
All right, May 3rd. On May 3rd, you were here last year. Last year was May 4th. It was easy to market, right? It's a Star Wars
May
thing.
the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. So we had all the Star Wars stuff, Star Wars themes. Our students made these graphics with like a dope Star Wars kind of theme. We put Club Ambition on the back.
Yeah.
We did the same thing this year, but it's not May the 4th. It's May 3rd this year. So on Saturday, May 3rd, this Saturday, at the CIC building in Providence. If you are registered and accepted, because we've got like a list, we can only house so many students in there. We have a ridiculous day. We used to do hackathons where students would get together for a weekend and make all these robots and stuff.
Yeah.
The students said, we love the mental wellness path that we're on. We want to do that instead of the hackathon. So that's what we're doing this Saturday together. You're going to be there. Akeem Lloyd from A Leadership Journey. This dude takes Providence students to South Africa every year. We've got, he's going to be doing yoga with students. We got mental wellness screenings happening from Sabater Lab. Katie Brown Educational Program is doing a jealousy workshop. Young Voices is there. Arise is there. So many other people are doing all these workshops. A Winner Circle's doing this Fortnite tournament and gaming and all this stuff. And the prizes, bro. So for the students who get involved, and by the way, click the button on your screen right now. Just click that button and then you'll get right in. You know what I mean? Yeah, that graphic. The students the prizes that we got a Steam Deck, right? For students, a brand new Steam Deck. So you can play The Last of Us. And then you can find all those spoilers that you were looking for. We've got MetaQuest 3 with Batman, and we've got there's one more. Oh, these Ray-Ban glasses that I'm wearing right now, the Meta Ray-Ban glasses, and you can live stream and use AI right in your face and all that stuff.
Nice. And then going back now, everyone, make sure to check that out. We're gonna be there. You know, I'm stopping by for sure. Shout out to the students of last year as well. They're showing us a lot of love. You know, I see you guys out and about, you know, till this day. The community that Rob has built has been amazing. You know, very beautiful thing to see here in Rhode Island. You know, people that literally care about the future of Rhode Island, talking to the youth of Rhode Island, something that anyone and everyone can do and should do in their own community, in their own city, in their own state. You know, embrace the actual youth and next generation in a positive light. And why not do it via this platform and doing events like this? I think it's a beautiful thing. Now, also, what would you say is the future of everything you've done? Because how many years have you done it now?
Steambox has been here for 12 years.
12 years. Wow.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself doing it even longer, continuing it for next generations, etc.?
No. I am at the point. This is really hard. The hardest part about everything that I do is giving control over to the students, like full control. I practiced that a lot when I was at the College Crusade. That's what they said they wanted to do.
Yeah.
But these organizations are scared to really do it.
Yeah.
Put control in the students' hands. We really do that. Like I want to. So when they start talking about I love anime, if we have control, can we go study anime at Studio Ghibli in Tokyo? And it's my job to say yes. You know what I mean? So it's been really hard to get people who can totally grasp that concept. You know what I mean? So I look at Succession. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm putting a lot of strategy behind. It's time for me to retreat. This is a young man's game. Victor Baez got me out at 10 p.m. at night. I looked at the PM, man. I was like, that must be a mistake. Right? Like 10 p.m. at night. It's a young man's game, man. So it's time for me to hand it over to the younger people and let them take over. I'll be happy to guide them. I'll be happy to do a step-by-step every way through Succession. I'm looking at 5 years.
Okay.
I'm looking at 5 years and then backing off a little bit.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know you had that. Okay, so you got the plan there. I thought you might have wanted to be like forever. So the day I'm dead, I'm doing it.
As Rocket Raccoon says, I have 12% of a plan.
Yeah.
Was that Rocket Raccoon or was that might have been Star-Lord? I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this guy. You excited for Thunderbolts next week?
Thursday. I'm going this Thursday.
Oh, you're going early?
Taking the fam on Thursday. Yeah, we excited. Did you know that they got this movie theater where like the walls?
Yeah, the X screen.
Yo, what is that?
It's not really worth it.
It's a little distracting.
Yeah. What did I see there? I saw something. What did I see? Oh, the Hulk.
That's
the
what I
Red
saw.
Hulk, the Captain America.
The one part that was cool was when they went into his lab, the leader. They went into
that was
his
the only
lab.
cool part. Yeah, you saw the lab
and
shit.
you
yeah.
could see all the things on the
yeah,
side.
Yeah, other than
but
that,
the rest it was a distraction.
Yeah, I was like, but they're trying to be different and shit.
Yeah.
It was Apple Cinema. They got that one room with that special X screen. I think it's called X screen. They're promoting it everywhere.
Someone asked,
Screen
is
X.
Steambox podcast on YouTube?
No, it's we're doing all audio. All audio. So anywhere that you can find the audio podcast. So you can find us on Spotify. You check out Steambox Versus, and Apple and Podomatic and all these other places. Did somebody ask why I wore yellow, like as a fat boy in his tiny couch? Why I wore yellow? Because that's probably not the smartest, move. Yeah, just press that button right now on the screen, and then you'll be registered for this week's event. I will send a link later to you so that you can
send me everything.
Yeah. So that people can find a link and get access to this event.
Yeah, and any words to, you've dealt with students, a decade, right? A decade in this, dealing with students, literally helping them, changing their life, year after year.
Yep.
What would you say, is the number one, most impactful moment you've had experience with the student here in Rhode Island throughout all these years? What would be that one thing?
Man, that's hard, man. When we first started the program, we were working at a different place called Inspiring Minds, and I wanted to have respect for what I had helped build at Inspiring Minds. So when I decided I wanted to make Steambox and have the youth help me build it, I also wanted to step away from that area, which was over by Central Classical and PCTA. So I went across town, principal I knew, I said, hey, can I develop something in your school? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. Intentionally, so I could create space, right? I don't want to like poach on the other students that I had already, developed programs with. So I saw this girl, Fernanda, and I was like, yo, I'm so happy to see you. Like, you ended up at this school. That's so dope. What a coincidence. She's like, it's not a coincidence. I transferred because I wanted to be here in this program. Yo, you're transferring schools? Like, you're making a life change so you can do this program? That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. I felt like in that moment, yo, I better make this worth it.
Yeah.
I had a moment where I blew up the U.S. Air Force general. His name is Marcus Janetto, and he was helping us when we were doing our hoverboard. And he was like, I don't want the students to fail with this. I was like, if they fail, that's part of the process. He's like, nah, we got to try it out in advance. It's middle of winter. It's like a 20-something degree day and freezing. So his house is on the beach, so it's colder. We went out, and I'm like, all right, let's try it. And our hoverboard was just like wood. We had a leaf blower going through and a shower curtain right underneath with some holes in it. So when you put on the leaf blower, it makes it float up. So you're like off the ground. Doesn't matter if you're on water or whatever, and whichever way you lean, it's gonna go. But it was so cold that the thing got brittle. The shower curtain got brittle, and it just blew up. And the U.S. Air Force general went flying. And I was like, yo, I just committed treason. I just committed treason.
My God, it's a fucking felony.
But Japan was dope 3 times with kids who live in Providence and never seen the beach.
Yeah.
Bro, in an ocean state. And they never seen the beach. But now here they are out in Tokyo. But the one for me is these students wanted to reach space. They wanted to, they love Star Wars. I base all of our projects on their passions.
Yeah.
So this dude took this little Master Chief doll. He put it on the edge of a thing. We got Mark Echo involved. Echo sent us like all Echo clothes and stuff for this launch. They said, these are the same students who tell you they hate math, they hate science, all that stuff. These students said, all right, we got to go to Springfield, Mass to launch this, because if we launch it here, the way the Earth rotates, it's just going to go down to the ocean. It goes to space. It's like Katy Perry, right? It goes to space for like just a second, and the balloon pops, it comes back down. So I drive them out to Springfield. We got GPS so we could track this thing and get the photos that the camera took of the Earth and all that stuff. And the GPS broke. It just stopped working. We tested it through all the weather conditions, all that stuff, but it just didn't work on this day. Yo, these same students who hate math and science, I'm not getting the good kids, right? Like, I go after the students who are like struggling and stuff like that. These students were all quiet, and I thought they were mourning the loss of their project that they just worked 6 months on. These students really were like plotting on a map using the math that we had learned from Kelly Bates, our weather woman, because we had talked to her, we consulted with Brown and all this stuff. They put a red X on a map, like Goonies style, right? Yeah. And they were like, take us here. I'm like, all right, I'm in Western Mass right now. You want me to take you to Connecticut? And they're like, it'll be here. This is where it's going to come down. We checked the wind patterns. We checked all this stuff, the Earth rotating. So I'm like, yo, it's my job. I got to take them there, right?
Yeah.
So I take them to Connecticut. We're looking around for hours, starting to rain. And it's like, yo, I knew that we weren't going to find it. But again, it's my job, right? Like, it's part of the process. And right when I'm starting to think we should call it, my spidey senses go off. And I'm like, yo. And then immediately I just knew. I was like, and there was our project just hanging from a parachute in a
That's
tree.
Fucking crazy.
It was wild. It was wild. We've had a lot of dope moments, man. This has honestly been the joy of my life. The whole thing has been working with you, with students, working with so many other people. Part of the project this weekend is Michael Townsend. Do you know Michael Townsend? He's the Secret Mall apartment guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been amazing. He's doing some tape art with students. It's just
nice.
The places you'll go, the people you'll meet. It's been dope.
Yeah, no, the tape art that guy did is legendary. And if you watch the Secret Mall apartment documentary too, that shit was crazy. So the fact that he's gonna be there, that's a beautiful thing, because he also has done a lot of work with kids. But people always reach out like, oh, you know, and I've worked with students, you know, that might be interested in podcasting, etc. But I highly suggest, especially if your parents out there, you know, and the students as well. If you're watching, I have a lot of students I watch from Rhode Island. You're interested in podcasting, reach out to Steambox, the Steambox program that Rob does. This is the man. This is the people that you gotta, you know, get to know, be involved with. You know, at minimum, subscribe to them and check them out and listen to their content, because it's literally student ran. It's an amazing thing that they're doing here in Rhode Island that should be embraced more by the full state. So,
man, if I could get serious for just one more minute.
Yeah.
I know I play a lot. Part of the reason that we're doing this is after the COVID thing, there was a rash of violence in Providence, and one of my students who lived on Cranston Street was talking about like these 4 people who got shot in front of his house, and I had heard about it, and I know where he lives, so it made sense. But like, he's so matter of fact, he was like desensitized, and I know that I'm not the person for that conversation. I could talk about, again, Spider-Man all day long. So that's why we started doing this project. We had City Council President Jessica Vega on the podcast last year. She's now with Kids Count, and she was talking about statistics. And 9% of our Rhode Island teenage youth tried to kill themselves. Yo, 9%. That sounds like
crazy.
a fake number, right? That sounds like something
crazy.
our president would say. Be like 9%, big league number, all that stuff. Yo, 9%. That's crazy, and especially when we start talking about trans students, that number triples. So our students are really happy to just be trying to have that conversation, get people involved with. We got therapy this weekend. We got all this other stuff. We got games, food, all that stuff. Victor Baez, we got all that stuff. We got a puppy. We got all the stuff. Spider-Man's going to be there. If you remember, he was there last year. Shout out to State Rep David Morales.
Yeah.
David Morales is hilarious.
Yeah.
David Morales is hilarious, but the meat of it is to really address some of those problems, and that starts with my community. I'm Puerto Rican, in my community, like my generation of people, don't allow you to talk about your feelings.
Yeah.
Don't allow you to
It's taboo.
Exactly. So we're trying to destigmatize that a little bit, and that starts this weekend. So anybody who wants to be involved, this event is for teens. Hit me up at SteamboxRI. Inbox me, and I will send you the link if it's not full already. So yeah, hit me up, and I'm happy to do that.
No, listen, man. You heard him here. He said it. It's all facts, and he's not trying. He literally is doing it. So, you know, you literally are doing it, brother. I'm really proud of everything you've done, and I'm, you know, thank you for even involving us in anything. And again, check them out. This is an amazing situation that they have, and this is like a long overdue type of visit here, but it's not his last visit. He'll be back on the podcast for sure. But
I'm gonna wear black.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
you came in pretty bright today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it worked out, especially because his fucking light turned off, right? Because his light's been glitching. I gotta swap it. But it still looks great, and especially I feel like because you're wearing the yellow, kind of offsets the tone, right? Because it looks good, right, Mar?
Yeah, it looks
It doesn't look like it
Man,
needs
I
a
feel
light.
like if the Kool-Aid Man was selling lemonade, I feel like, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have a couple other local news stories. You can remain if you want, or I can walk you out. I don't want to keep you much longer.
I'm down for news, and then I'm gonna bounce right after the news. I want to hear the news. I want to hear the news, and I need you to know that my daughter-in-law wants you to stop scaring people about this Rhode Island serial killer. About the Rhode Island. My daughter-in-law is like really interested in this, and she's like, "Oh, I don't think this is real.
Yo.
Stop scaring people."
Yeah, I don't think it's real too. I think that there's a lot of random moments, but
MOs don't match.
yeah, the MOs don't match. But I'm not mad at people suggesting it, right? And we're definitely gonna talk about that today. This week I'm gonna drop. We did an exclusive interview with Michelle Romano's son for the first time ever speaking. Michelle Romano was the woman that was her actual remains, not her body. Remains of her body were found in the woods, in a wooded area of Foster, Rhode Island, right? After about 9 months missing from Warwick last year, they found her remains in Foster, right? Her son, first time ever speaking on camera, he reached out to us. He's like, hey, I haven't spoken to nobody about my situation with my mother. I want to speak to you guys, right? We went, remote location, on site. He was supposed to come inside the studio, the podcast studio in here, stop by the live stream for the past 2 weeks. You know, things happened. It was like scheduling issues. But we went, me and Noel went, and we filmed it, and we have the interview. I'm gonna drop it this week. I'll play a clip of it right now. But very wild moment. Felt like something out of a documentary, out of like a Vice type of interview, because
On that bed like he was Al Qaeda.
yeah, it was like and the bed felt like almost like a hostage type of situation. Like we were here sitting on this bed, but it was not a hostage situation. It was a very serious and very intimate moment with him just being vulnerable about his mother. And shout out to him, Jay Fiore, 25-year-old son of Michelle Romano, and he spoke up. And I'll shed some updates from that interview, which not really is updates, but it's nothing like, it's no crazy breaking news. But he got choked up talking about his mother because he remembered his mother as someone that was happy, made of diamonds, and he has great memories with his mother. But just like with any parent, he says he also had some bad memories with his mother, and he hadn't spoken to her in months prior to when she was reported last seen in July. So he didn't speak to her since February 2024, and she was reported last seen in July 2024. and he regrets basically kind of like not connecting, etc. Because they had like a bad not a bad, for lack of better terms, more just like they weren't on the best of terms towards the end of, unfortunately now was become her life, because he thought she was just maybe lost, but now obviously it seems like she was killed. He says that he has an update, and for those watching on social media, Michelle Romano's son, breaking news, exclusive interview, he has an actual update as far as his opinion. This is his opinion on the serial killer rumors, and there's no confirmations on his end or anything of her body as of right now being directly tied to any serial killer, but there is an ongoing investigation, the Rhode Island State Police, and yeah, if you're watching on social media, I'll clip it up and I'll put the clip right here. Here's the moment of that situation. It is insane. I'll play some moments of the video. It's a 22-minute long video. Don't show the screen yet, Mar. I'll tell you when, because I want to play the unlisted link. Let's see right here. It should be playable right here, the unlisted link. So here we have it. Yeah, you can show the screen now. So here's the exclusive interview with Michelle Romano. Her son, first interview ever, talking about his mother's death, talking about Rhode Island, New England serial killer rumors, and more. Let's play one moment right here.
22nd.
The 22nd of July of last year.
That was the last day.
Near the Oakland Beach area, I believe, right?
It's where she was living.
So take us back to that moment. So that's where she was living. She has a home or in the Oakland Beach
Yeah,
area?
she had been living with someone she had known. I had lived with my mother for a long time. It's been a couple years. I had my own apartments. I had my own things going on, prospering with dreams and goals. And my mom was staying at this place in Oakland Beach. And I come back from touring, making music. I was out there in Europe, actually, doing some shows. I come home. I come back home, and, things didn't feel right. I wasn't hearing from my mom. I haven't heard from her, honestly, in a long time. I think the last time I spoke to her was February 22nd, the last year, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened in between that time until I came home. I hadn't spoke to her. So in that period of time, I don't know. But when I came home, maybe 3.5 weeks later, maybe almost a full month, exactly. It was close, the time frame, because it was tough.
Yeah.
I got back, June 27th or so.
Yeah.
So that's about 3 weeks, maybe. And I guess my mom, I don't know what happened exactly. I mean, the way it sounds like just left.
Yeah.
It clearly, didn't come back.
Unfortunately, so
I wish I knew more. Really do.
Yeah, so
even if I had it, I wouldn't even know what the hell to say. I just don't.
Because to put it in perspective, so you're 25 years old.
25. I feel 40 though.
Yeah. Listen, you have a old spirit. I feel like you're very wise. We've had a lot of discussions for the past couple weeks in preparation of this.
Yeah.
And everything, and you're very wise young man. A lot of dope interests and everything that you know. So I'm very impressed by you as a person. You seem very dope.
Let me fast forward to another moment. Let's see.
Remains were found, and the state police has the remains?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a medical examiner, I'm guessing,
so yeah.
which all departments probably do.
Yeah, so they're probably running their own...
Unless it's private or something, I don't know.
Yeah. It's not like the family has gotten back any of the remains or anything of that nature.
No.
Yeah, right.
Which I'm a little pissed off about, but...
Yeah.
This is what it is.
It's the process. It's probably the legal process that happens. Is like...
Yeah. I mean, I've never been through nothing like this, and I wouldn't want anybody to have to.
Yeah.
Especially what I've dealt with.
Definitely not.
So...
Definitely not. And then now, would you guys, they identified it from the family members identifying it as well? Were you able to look at anything at all or no? Nothing yet? So you haven't even seen nothing yet? No. Yeah. Yeah, man, listen.
I'd like to. Would love to. I mean, that's going to be very difficult. That's not something that's going to be very easy.
Yes.
But
yeah,
I've already proposed that whenever that time comes, I'll be the one who steps up to do it.
Yeah, that you're open to it. And then Michelle's family, so break it down. How many children?
It's a lot. It's a lot. So that's another reveal. That's a revealing moment where the concept of like the the remains, they weren't able to see it yet, which is kind of weird. Like, God forbid, like they find your mother's remains, and then you're not able to see them yet or identify them yourself properly because of their investigation. You know, it's very eerie because we don't even know what the heck they found, what type of remains, what part of the body, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very, very strange situation, but this is stuff that a lot of people didn't know. The full interview is going to be released this week with Michelle Romano's son, Jay Fiore. You know, it got pretty hectic. There's some more heated moments. I'll let you guys see yourselves, and some of them I had to kind of edit out and censor, but that has been a wild one of the most wild and unfortunate situations, and at the same time, very we're very grateful in a sense where he felt comfortable. He was like, hey, I want to go on a platform. I want to talk to you guys. And we're like, listen, we'll do it. Like, if you want to come on us, it's not like we're prying, trying to find these people. No.
Yeah.
Oh, they feel comfortable. They want to come on our platform. Use us to voice their, you know, their what they're going through and give some clarity for the people because they're getting, you know, all these comments online, viral stories. You know, it's an amazing honor, you know, especially for people of Rhode Island. So rest in peace, Michelle Romano. That's the situation with that one right there. There was, that's separate from the serial killer situation, but there is more updates as far as the serial killer rumors go, and tied to Rhode Island as far as investigations here, because there were discoveries of human remains in several locations across southern New England, right? So the rumors of serial killer everywhere, people are like, oh my God, you gotta check, right? The Facebook group, again, the New England Serial Killer Facebook group that we discussed in here, we might get the woman who runs it and created it on here soon. She reached out. She wants to come on here, Jennifer, I believe, Jennifer Mitchell. People were suggesting that there might be a serial killer in the state. Local police saying that that's not indication at this time. There's no ties or indications as far as Rhode Island goes, right? But when it comes to the random account on the Facebook page last week that left that cryptic poem, and it's spelled out with the first letter, capitalized letter in each sentence spelled out, Black Point, which is, you know, a park area in Scarborough Beach. And people are like, oh, he might have been lying, but just check out Black Point, right? Narragansett detectives sent out canines, cadaver canines. They conducted a extensive search with negative results of any clandestine graves or anything. They didn't find anything.
Niggas wasting your tax dollars on a troll.
Yeah,
joke.
so because people were trolling them, and they made the Narragansett police look into this trolling, and we're like, hey, let's get the Narragansett police, right? Search this area, especially here in Rhode Island. The police says, let's look for this because this guy might have been trolling, but God forbid he might have actually been the actual murderer that's confessing to these murders. Let's not risk it. Why risk it? But they did it, and obviously they didn't find nothing because it seems to have been just a man trolling.
Yo,
but that's how crazy the internet is, though.
That's the Atlanta Falcons. That's the coach's son. He's the one who did that.
No,
he's the one who sent that email.
You think so? You're funny.
Yeah,
you're funny.
He knows what he's doing.
He's just a generational troll. He's
a number one jokester. He's doing jokes on every level and every dimension.
Bro, this just shows me we in a recession. This whole page, these jokes, these niggas don't have money to do things. You niggas have to be on the internet trolling murderers.
Listen,
and people's loved ones.
No matter what, I feel like always, like, some of the biggest podcasts of all time still are murder mystery podcasts. Like people are obsessed with this, like documentaries, books, highest most watched documentaries, murder mysteries, especially women. Women love deep diving into murder mysteries, etc. It's a very big thing. Almost like it's in us. Like, why are we so obsessed with that? You know, what is it? Like, what makes us like this serial killer? Like,
you don't want to.
It's almost like people want it to be real. Like, instead of just, oh, there's no actual evidence. People are like, there's gotta be one. Now my mom's like, be careful. You call me all the time, even more. And I call my sister like, don't be careful. Look everywhere. I'm like, no, Mom, it's not really. There's no. But that's how all the parents in Rhode Island now are worried, even more.
Yeah, I've had parents come up to me talking about, do you believe in the serial killer thing? I'd be bored, so I feed into it. Like, yo, that nigga's out there. Yeah, niggas out there.
For sure.
Yo, he bodying niggas. Yo, scoreboard fucked up.
I'm with Club Ambition. We know stuff that y'all don't even know yet.
Yo.
I've been talking to detectives. The feds are here.
Listen.
Feds are not here.
At least not for that.
At least not for that, yeah.
Not for that.
Yeah, no, listen. And also, there was a missing persons report. Mike Madison in Coventry, Rhode Island, last seen March of 2024. No leads, no new information on this missing person. 41 years old, 5'7". Right, there's a missing person. This man, and is it the same man right here? No, now there's a separate man as well. Police are asking South Kingston residents in Rhode Island to check their surveillance cameras for this missing man, Eric Wine, right, 31 years old, missing. He was reported missing, specifically the Mansfield police, but they're asking South Kingston Police Department to get involved, and the South Kingston Police has been involved looking for this man. So there's men missing, people reported missing, but it's being hyper sensationalized, obviously, because people are going to be like, oh my God, could it be tied to the serial killer? Oh my God, could it be the serial killer? Now people are, and there's a in a twisted way, is a good side to this stuff as far as like people are now paying attention to missing people, right? Deaths that are occurring on the news more than ever, especially New England, because now they're trying to think, oh my God, what happened here? They're trying to like become their own private investigators. But when they tie it to a serial killer that might not exist, it's when it's like the weird part. But you can't blame people's curiosity. As long as it leads to like these men that are missing, if they get found because of social media, because of these Facebook groups, etc., which I think it will help it. I'm pretty sure. I've been looking everywhere. Every time I look now, I'm trying to find these men because people keep sending me their faces and their photos. I'm like, you never know.
You niggas is looking for this nigga like he's Christ, bro. Like he's like you're trying to find God in your life. Y'all gotta stop this shit, bro. This shit's scary, bro. You niggas need jobs.
Until there is one, though.
There's not a serial killer.
Until there is one. That's how people are looking at it. Until there is one.
Y'all about to inspire somebody. Y'all about to inspire somebody.
Y'all about to inspire me. You niggas pissing me off. When I start bodying you dumb niggas, let's talk about it then.
If he could take a gorilla, then watch out.
Yeah, you could take down a gorilla, you said, right? That's true.
Thank you, because I can't take down a gorilla. Fuck is you. Keep laughing over there, because when I smoke your ass in that race,
I already told you I gave you the gorilla, nigga, but you ain't beat him in a race.
I'll fight the gorilla and then race you and still win.
Hold up, bro. You said he could beat the gorilla, but he can't beat you in a race?
Yeah. I said I'll give him the gorilla, but he ain't faster than me. He ain't faster than me.
The gorilla's more realistic than me beating him in a race.
Listen, I look up to Marloon's confidence. It's an extreme level.
It's cool, bro, but my dick is out. I'm beating you in a race, bro.
Nah.
The fuck that shit got to do with anything, bro?
I'm laying my dick on the table here. I'm beating you in a race, undoubtedly.
God bless.
I'll put my life on this.
I think it's gonna be neck and neck.
You can keep that.
I'll put my car on this shit. You could take.
I don't want to.
This is not Tokyo Drift. We don't gotta put no cars and no pink print. No pink.
I'll let you keep that, bro. I don't want.
You gonna let me keep? Okay, yeah, let me keep it.
I'll let you keep that. I don't want.
Because if we bet that and I still win, that's embarrassing.
I don't want that, bro. If it was something else, probably it would motivate me more. But I'm good off.
Wait. He's betting his junk against like.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know how that works.
God bless. I'm
learning a lot.
Another Rhode Island story. We have Swansea Police, Swansea, Massachusetts, are investigating after ambulance actual vehicle was stolen during a medical call, and it was recovered in Rhode Island early Sunday afternoon. Early Sunday morning in Rhode Island, which is technically 12 a.m. So it was in the middle of the night. Swansea Ambulance Corps. A vehicle was reported stolen about 12:30 a.m. Sunday during a medical call. Swansea Police said in a statement that Rhode Island State Police assisted in recovering the ambulance. It was of viral photos and videos of a bunch of cops surrounding this ambulance truck. It looked like some shit out of like a GTA or something. Like, what the hell? Like, someone really stole an ambulance truck. It was undamaged across state lines. Initial investigation indicated that the ambulance was taken by an elderly man in a state of confusion. Unfortunately, this might have been an elderly man allegedly in a state of confusion, according to the Swansea Police. The investigation remains active, and the department may choose not to pursue, criminal charges against the person that drove the vehicle. Allegedly, the police are saying. So that's why if you were in Rhode Island and you saw Swansea Police, a Massachusetts actual ambulance truck being surrounded by Rhode Island police. That's why the gentleman might have stolen it. You know, a getaway driver on some, you know, unfortunately, it might have been. It feels like it obviously was like had to be some like a man that's gone crazy, going off his meds, something, a mental situation, because for it to be someone trying to take a free drive, like as if it's Grand Theft Auto in 2025, would be one of the dumbest decisions.
You wouldn't steal an ambulance?
No. And GTA, I usually have stolen like the fire trucks to shoot the water, but stealing an ambulance it's pointless.
You don't want to pretend to be an EMT?
No.
They got like the police thing in the car, like the radio.
I'll do the. Wait, I'm talking about. I'll do the what's it called? The EKG?
Yeah, the
EKG. I'll try to do an EKG real quick.
I'm picking people up, bro.
EKG.
The defibrillator, whatever the hell that's called. The thing to bring.
Yeah, it's not EKG.
Yeah, EKG is the thing that checks your heart rhythm.
Yeah.
They're both related to heart, so it's close.
But a nigga like me,
you're trying to kill someone. You can kill someone with the fucking defibrillator.
EKG?
Defibrillator.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit and I'm responding to 911 calls.
Oh my god.
I'm picking niggas up. Like, yo, let's go to the hospital.
He's gonna show up like, what's up?
yeah, like, yo, and I'm getting away with it. Yo, I could play that shit off, Vic. I could be an EMT, no bullshit.
Be EMT
for a few hours, I could play that shit off. Yo, imagine your mom is like having a heart attack and I pull up with it's like, ain't you the nigga from the pod?
Aren't you on the podcast?
Yeah.
Aren't you on that podcast?
I'm also an EMT.
That would be insane.
That would be funny as fuck. Now I want to steal an ambulance.
Listen, you might have to make it happen.
I want your whole crew to have an ambulance now. The whole Club Ambition ambulance.
We're gonna have to do a podcast from the ambulance truck next time. Whoever steals it, let's hop in it. If you come by Rhode Island, make sure to stop by here. We'll hop on in that. There was a wild story in Rhode Island that had people confused and concerned because there was reports of ICE being at the hospital, the Rhode Island hospital, and there was like video of people in the streets kind of protesting. Right, ICE has now provided a more detailed update on the actual situation that happened here in Providence, Rhode Island, and it was an actual arrest that happened. Right, there was an actual arrest. Immigration Enforcement Agency has shed more light. That's obviously ICE, and it says here, according to a spokesperson from ICE, the suspect specifically was an illegal Dominican here in Providence, Rhode Island. Right. Dominicano, who had previously been arrested on a slew of charges, including domestic violence, refusal to relinquish, damaging and obstructing a telephone, resisting arrest, assault on an actual officer, and disorderly conduct as well. ICE says that the suspect became combative towards actual officers, attempting to grab the belt of an officer, which led ICE officers to deploy an actual taser against the actual gentleman. So they tased this man, ICE said. Despite public outrage over the officers using a taser to subdue the actual individual, officers are highly trained in the deployment of tactics. In this case, our officers use minimum amount of force to de-escalate the situation and were justified in their actions, especially considering the individual's history of violent history, according to ICE, says the ICE actual spokesperson. The suspect was later taken to Rhode Island Hospital. Right after, this man was in Rhode Island. Then he was taken to Rhode Island Hospital, where dozens of protesters gathered to actually protest this man being arrested. Right, so that's what happened. That's the timeline. It seems like, according to, this was NBC that's also reporting this, NBC 10. The identity of the man has still not yet been revealed, and what he's actually being charged with by ICE, and what his actual current condition is in. So there's still some unsolved or unanswered questions here, but it was a very concerning image when people were sending me that, like, what the hell, ICE is at the Rhode Island hospital, and there's people in the streets of the Rhode Island hospital, like, what the hell is going on? So it felt like, damn, are they going inside of hospitals and arresting people? Because there's been reports of similar situations like this, across the country, where they have access to schools, etc. So it felt like it was something of this nature. I'm surprised you said you didn't hear about this at all. That's wild. Because that shit, people were texting me about that. Literally, like 3 people. Like, oh, this ICE is at the hospital in Rhode Island? What do you know about it? I'm like, what? I didn't even know ICE is at the hospital. Right? What the hell's going on?
Imagine an illegal immigrant, wake up from a coma and ICE is right there.
That's scary as hell.
I'm closing my eyes.
Bro, that's a nightmare, bro.
I would just close my eyes.
It's a nightmare type of situation. But people have to be, you have to be careful out here, man, because they are here. You know, we report on them being here in Rhode Island. If anyone out there, especially if this man is from Rhode Island, any of his relatives have any updates, feel free to reach out to us, provide them to us, and we can, you know, platform you guys or actually just give them to the people, because right now, you know, I try to find actual more current updates. There's no actual reports. Like, we don't even know his condition, right? Like, was this guy injured? Like, what was the, you know, he was tased, but what was the actual injury? Is he bedridden? Is it some bullshit? Like, what the fuck is really going on? ICE has a fucking proper statement. It's like a 2 paragraphs long that I just read.
Bro, you're talking about serial killers earlier. I mean, the people that are really going missing are brown people. And then when they are going missing, right? Like, and they're like, no, they're here like going through the proper visa status. Like, all the white folks are like, oh, you got to come the right way and all this stuff. Some of these people are coming the right way, and they still get like nabbed, deported, and without due process. We don't get the real facts. And when that happens, some of the examples have been because every single time they're saying the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're Dominican, bro. They're talking about you're in a El Salvadorian gang, right? And they'll like Photoshop MS-13 on your knuckles and stuff like that.
Yeah, tattoo.
And then when people show that that's not real, and they show that that's like a fake thing that the president of our own country is sending out, this is a real thing that's happening. If we know they're lying, then we can't accept their answer about like their justification for why they're taking this dude out of Rhode Island hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give us back due process, then we can find out all the facts, and then we could be like, oh yeah, this dude in this case turned out to be a scumbag. I guess you got to do what you got to do. But if without due process, everything is just, you don't get no benefit of the doubt because we already caught you lying on all these other people. That's where all these brown people's going. You know what I mean? There are people missing. That's where it's at.
Yeah, no, and it's like a situation where the updates are vague, where it's like, oh, he had charges, etc. We're justified, but then it's like there can't be an outcry for no reason. People in the streets had to be protesting for some sort of reason, and then they don't reveal the man's condition, the man's even identity, in a sense where it's like, okay, maybe the identity I could understand, but do we know that if he's okay? And did you guys lead to any of his actual, you know, more negative conditions? Did you injure him to like a badly extent? Right? No proper updates. No proper updates on that angle. But according to ICE, they're justified, right? So, and they did a pretty quick response. You know, they made one. I was shocked actually, but it made sense because it was going viral. Like the clips, the photo of just the image of people, because it wasn't even like on in front of the hospital. It was like on the side of the hospital, like on the street. They literally shut down the street, basically, and they were like protesting the officers and asking the questions and everything. But there was something that, it was like as if it happened, like in that moment. So they found out about it, and they immediately, there's people coming out of the hospital staff was involved in the protest. It's especially if you are an illegal immigrant right now, it's a very traumatizing time to just hear these type of stories even be reported.
The whole goal is just to get them to leave on their own.
Bro, hold up.
Yeah, it's like scare tactics.
No, yeah, because if you actually look at a lot of like when Obama broke the record for deportations, it wasn't even just because he was deporting. It was also because people were deciding to leave. The same happened with Clinton, Bush. Like, you just have to create enough fear for them to just get the hell out of here. Like, that's really what it is.
But they're not illegal, though. They're not illegal. They're undocumented, right?
Yeah.
What is illegal? They have to go through due process so that you can prove that they are doing anything illegal. And without that, they are not illegal. They are undocumented for the moment. What is illegal is the kidnapping that's happening and taking these brown people right out the hospital, deporting 2-year-olds, locking up judges who just don't necessarily comply with, you know, with some of the bullshit that's going on. Like those are the things that are illegal. And that's that mind shift that we got to make, right? Because they try to put that word on us. Like brown people in general are illegal. There's a lot of people who feel that way, right? Like brown people in general are illegal. So I'm telling you right now, like we should flip that whole narrative, right? What's illegal is the bullshit gang shit that ICE is doing. ICE is bullshit. They're a bunch of babies. Right, I was gonna say other stuff, but I got my steam box.
You can say whatever though. You can say whatever you want.
But ICE is full of shit, and they a bunch of bitches, and we said that on the Club Ambition podcast, right? So if you're coming after people, Club Ambition podcast at Victor Baez, and this dude will fight a gorilla. So
fight a gorilla.
So he will fight a gorilla, and he'll put unspeakable things on his table. So.
I do have to ask this question though, because I've heard that argument before. You don't think if someone's undocumented, that's not illegal, like in itself? Because it is technically an illegal act, you being in this country without documentation.
No, it's not. So they have what they have for people coming in is there's a process where people file for a visa and they get this like temporary stay so that they can do stuff. That's a legal path.
Yeah, of course.
Many of those people are already reportedly being deported. Those are the people. These people who are taking this legal path, like they are indiscriminate about this stuff.
Yeah, because my issue is if someone is overstaying their visa and they're undocumented, like they have no residency here, they have no citizenship, and you're getting deported. I understand that. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with the way they're going about doing it.
Yep.
But like that is a real issue in this country. And I actually am not in favor of people coming here if your country's in a war-torn state or like you are like in an economic state. Because when you're leaving, you're just leaving people who don't have the ability to defend themselves. And I'd rather people advocate for their own countries and demand for better things. I understand your country's the way it is because of our decisions as the United States. But I've never been the type of person to say, hey, like, be a refugee, leave, go to a country that you know hates you, and come here and be hated even more. Like, I'd rather people fight for their country and take on the corrupt leadership. So I've always advocated for that. I have an issue when we kind of like distort the narrative and it's like, oh, these people aren't illegal. It's like, no, yeah, if you overstayed your visa, you are illegal. Like,
bro, hang on. That's a lot.
I know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I want to say just a couple things. I think we agree. We're talking about undocumented people who are filing the legal process, right? And those people are being taken away.
That's crazy.
They're looking at all non-U.S. citizens.
Yeah,
not all non-U.S. citizens, particular non-U.S. citizens. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So that's one of those things. But to your other point, because I hear that, right? Like there's this part of me, there's this like this big Puerto Rican like Taino warrior part of me that hears that and agrees with a lot of that. But then I wanna check some of my own bullshit.
Privilege,
because in this room, one person said, and I know I did so many callbacks to this, but one person said that they will fight a gorilla and win. Jokingly or not, right? It was one person. The other people were like, but one person. And that's the same person right now who's like, yo, you should stick in your home country and you should defend your home country. Not everybody has that. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Like I've got that warrior blood too, and I feel you. But I also know that there's a lot of other people in my community who their skills are different and not necessarily that like gonna stick in. And that's not to include all of the other very many reasons that people would migrate.
Yeah, and obviously not. But like when I look at the news and like I'm seeing the big issues, like refugees are overstaying their refugee visa, refugees are being denied at the border. That's a big humanitarian issue, and like I agree that is a problem. But the other side of me also thinks like, yo, they don't want you here, and they're making an emphasis of that. And I feel like it's such a degrading thing at this point where we're like begging to be here. It's like, fuck these people. Like, if I'm not wanted somewhere, then I'm going to fight for where I am supposed to be versus trying to convince a bunch of fucking white people that I deserve to be here. Like, that's really where I have gotten with this conversation because I'm watching it unfold and I'm like, how long do you have to beg someone to care about your humanity? And I'm not doing that no more. And I'm not from DR, so I can't speak on DR and how it is. That's why I never speak on DR. But like, if I was from DR and I was watching people hate on me for being here because I was an immigrant, I would probably go back to DR and just advocate for a better DR. Like at that point, because it's like, that's where I'm from. Like, I'd rather be somewhere that I'm from than be somewhere where I don't want to be wanted by a bunch of fucking white people who treat me like shit. Like, that's just how I look at it.
No, I mean, it's an understandable perspective. I saw there was a viral clip of a Dominican guy in I think in Lynn, Massachusetts, who was like packing his bag and everything, and the news went to his house and everything to record him. He's like, I'm going back, me voy para atrás. He's like, I'm going back to DR. He's like, I can't do it. I don't want to risk it. And it was like they had like a whole segment on him. And like he's packing his bag and
Someone's
everything.
uncle just packing
And
his
I'm like,
bags.
what the? And the guy's like, he looks fairly young, like in his 30s. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, okay. And he's like, yep, I don't want to wait the process. He's like, I'm too scared. He's like, I'm just gonna go back. He's like, I feel like I'm unwanted. And that's a feeling that people are voicing out there right now.
Because my thing is, you're investing in a community, you're building a community that doesn't want you. Like that just blows my mind so much. And I just never understood, like, if you put that same effort into the community you left, you might see a difference. Like it really does boil down to that sometimes, where calling out leaders, I get it, you could die. That's a real thing. These countries are war torn, and they're dealing with a lot of economic issues because of U.S. policies of toppling leaders and putting in dictatorships. But in the same breath, it's like, if you're willing to invest in a community that hates you, I would love for you to try to invest in a community that, you know, you grew up in and you love, and you had to leave because of circumstances. That's just how I look at it. Like, I think this is a great opportunity to say, you know what, U.S., fuck you then. I'm going back. I'm gonna go fix it.
Man, I agree. I agree with that point, man. I agree with, like, are we worthy of trying to even join right now? And I think there are people who are changing their mind on that. Can I tell you about something that happened last night, man? I'm reading this. I'm reading social media, and Alan Rodney Waters, he was running for Senate before. He's a black dude from East Providence, and he ran as a Republican, and he uses Malcolm X quotes all the time, talking about how Democrats are evil and blah 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 through using Malcolm X quotes. He failed as a Republican, tried as a Democrat, failed as a Democrat, went back to Republicans, was like, nah, I'm with Papa Trump, and tried again and failed.
God bless.
I know. So last night, this dude made he posted open letter to Trump, and he's like, I support you, I still support you, and all this stuff. I love what you're doing. I love all the deportations, but I'm in the middle of a divorce. And I'm like, where's this going? He goes, I was celibate for 1,000 days until I met this Venezuelan who works, and I don't want to say any more names, but until I met this Venezuelan woman, and you know, as soon as my divorce is final and I'm gonna marry her, and like, please don't deport her. I love everything that you're doing. Bro, this dude is in favor of all of those deportations, except for his fine-ass Venezuelan
mistress.
It's
his mistress.
Yeah,
it's his mistress that he's wifing up.
Bro.
That's a sick nigga.
Bro.
Did you comment?
Man, I want, this morning I went back because I was telling somebody, and I was like, yo, I got to go get that screenshot, man. Gone. He was smart enough to take that down.
Bro, I bet his family called him like, what the fuck are you doing?
He lost those races, and he did it on Senate letterhead, which was also wild, right? Like, as if he is a senator.
That's hilarious.
No, that's mental health issues.
God bless.
Yeah, man, I think a lot of this stuff is, though.
Yeah.
Again, mental wellness, this Saturday,
Yes,
Joyful
sir.
Rebellion.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Steambox will be there.
Yes, sir. And last topic, last but not least, we want to remind the people, we did win our first podcast award right here. Shout out to Remy TV, Influencer Awards 2025 in Rhode Island. The Let's Talk Podcast Award, best podcaster of Rhode Island. Club Ambition Podcast, that's us over here. We want to be very, we are very thankful and very grateful for this. I believe it was the first time she did the Remy TV Influencer Awards. I think she was going to do them last year, but she had to push them back, and she did them this year. A beautiful event, amazing event. The concept of just, you know, our own community literally coming together to award and actually pay homage to people in the community that's actually, you know, deserving of it, and they felt the need to give us this award, and we're very grateful. You know, I don't do none of this for awards. We don't do none of this stuff for awards, right? But when it happens, it's never taken for granted, and it's very appreciated, and it's something that should be spoken about more, because I do feel like a lot of the awards and the stuff that a lot of the awards and the actual acknowledgments on a traditional level here in Rhode Island, in my opinion, are not as accurate as they should be. So
they are not.
I think that they picked the proper winner for this one. I will say this time around, but you have to highlight them. Remy TV. If you guys never heard of them, now you know. If this is your first time knowing about this award, support them. I believe she's gonna do it next year. Support the award show next year, Remy TV. If she does it in 2026, I think it would be amazing. She should do them next year. Hopefully she does, especially with your support out there. But we want to thank you guys again. A round of applause for all of Rhode Island, all of our supporters, all of our, you guys are family. The Cap crew. It's not taken for granted. An actual physical award. We can put it here. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like, when like, I got like a little league, I think a trophy one time. But it's like when you bring those trophies back to home to like mom, like after like soccer and stuff, so you win a tournament.
bullshit awards?
Yeah, like those, like the ones that you get to put up. But it's an actual achievement. It's an actual achievement. So, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Shout out to Remy. And yeah, listen, there's one right here now happening, the R monthly one. We told you guys last year to vote for us. We didn't win it last year. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I shall digress away from that. But shout out to the R monthly. I think it ends I think the deadline's this week or something. But God bless. Whoever wins, God bless to them, and God bless. But we won this one. Appreciate Remy. Thank you very much for the award. Club Mission Podcast, Rhode Island's podcast, Rhode Island to the world. And there we have it. Any last words, gentlemen, on Shannon Sharpe, Gorillas, serial killing,
I just got one thing.
Your sack on the table.
Sack on the table. I'm going to beat Marlon in that race. But I do want to just think, because I've been noticing.
I'm going to let him sleep tonight, bro, because if not, he's going to have nightmares. He's going to,
Yeah,
I'm a good person.
I'm a good person. You sound mad soft, nigga.
I'm a good person.
You sound like my dick right now, soft.
I'm a good person.
So I'm going to tell you
Hurry up,
something,
nigga, before I mute your mic.
Yo, I'm going to tell you something. I really do appreciate the love we've been getting. And Music talk about this, like the more we go out, I see more people like recognizing us, showing love, showing appreciation. Because again, like these are scary times. Just with the attitude a lot of people have, there's a lot of isolation. There's a lot of people refusing to, accept people in community. So it's just dope to see people like acknowledge like what we're trying to do and like see what we're trying to do for the state. And just getting that love means a lot. Because it's so bad out there. Everyone's they think the world is in such a horrible place. So it's just dope to see positivity. So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Listen, it's a reminder out there, Rhode Island. It's okay to show each other love. There's nothing wrong with showing each other love. Let's show each other love. It's okay to be fans of one another. It's okay to show support for one another. Voice it. Vocalize it. It's all right. Why the ego? Why the hiding? Why the fake love? It's okay to show love. It's all right. We are nothing without each other, especially the small state in the country with some of the biggest creatives, some of the best creatives. Let's take advantage of that, right? The popularity is rising. The time is now. Let's work together. Let's help each other out. Let's show each other love. And yeah, Rhode Island to the world. Club Mission Podcast to the world, episode 185. We appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in for another week, especially the live chat. Thank you guys for all your support. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully with more news in a sense. It was pretty slow news week, especially in music. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the heck's happening. Maybe like Noel said, it's the Drake and Kendrick effect that's happening on the culture right now, where like if it's not related to that, it's not really impactful or major. People are not releasing music. It's a weird moment right now, but we'll see. We'll see next week. Maybe not maybe. We're definitely gonna give you a Kanye West update next week. He's definitely gonna tweet something else and say something else and reveal something else. Maybe show something else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe leak something. We don't know.
He might make a phone call with the cousin.
Yeah, he might call his cousin from jail and reveal why he allegedly, had this situation with. We don't know. We shall see. But
I was listening to Donna. My sister's like, "Why are you listening to a dude who just admitted he molested his cousin?"
That's what a lot of people are saying online now.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think it was disgusting, but I can differentiate the person from the art.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, bro. I'm that person.
And there we have it. That's how we end the podcast. Noel listens to go listen to R. Kelly on the way home.
No. I'm not my generation, so I'm not gonna listen to him. I've never been a huge R. Kelly fan. Bro, if I did things by my moral beliefs, you understand that half of these niggas I wouldn't be listening to or watching. You know how many books on my shelves? They're like murderers and rapists. You know, Gandhi was beating the shit out of women.
Or the a lot of those anime guys, you guys
creeps.
love. There might be some weirdos, man.
No, yeah.
And I'm not just saying that.
No, yeah.
I'm not attacking your anime. I'm not attacking your anime stuff. Don't take it personal.
I don't know them niggas personally.
Okay.
They didn't touch me.
Okay,
Bro,
okay,
these niggas got
The
issues.
fuck?
That shit's still fire though.
okay.
Stan Lee got mad accusations. You still rock with Spider-Man. Yo, Stan Lee had mad accusations. You still rock with Spider-Man.
Listen,
Yo, Stan Lee died with mad accusations.
Bro,
don't
you
get
gotta
Rob
stop,
started on
man.
Stan Lee.
Yo, that
Cut
nigga
this shit out.
still wants Spider-Man.
Hey, he did
cut
say
this
his
out.
favorite R&B artist is R. Kelly too.
I didn't say he was my favorite. I said the
You
best
said-
R&B artist of all
artist
time is R.
Nah,
Kelly.
nah.
Like objectively, when it comes to like his
You remind me of a
influence.
Jeep. That guy.
He was kind of hard though.
No,
I mean,
He's not from your generation. How do you
his
know?
Music.
We out.
could be all day.
He about to go off.
No, we spoke about in person before about that with the kids and everything.
Anything